On hidden gems waiting to be discovered, like stylish favorites for the season and so much more. Now at Kohl's.
We honestly aren't as athletic as many of these Big East teams are that we face. So what can we do about that? What we could do about it is what we did in those first 7 games when we were 7-0 and we were beating teams by 25, 30 points a game. That we were executing beautifully, moving the ball. We don't have guys that are able really to create their own shots. Primarily, they need to get shots off of execution and teamwork and ball movement. We've got Connor Enright, who leads the second in the Big East in assists per game at 6.6 assists per game, one of the top 10 assist guys in the country. But we need people who are able to move without the ball, get themselves open, and then we've got to make shots. But the problem has been when we face these more athletic teams, they're able to press us out on the floor. A lot of times we're not starting our offense. Our Connor, who's ever run the point, is in the paint of the half-court Demon logo there. And you got to be able to penetrate further in and start your offense closer to the basket. Work from the inside out, do some things differently. But right now, the only thing they can do is work on their execution. They've got to put bodies on people and block out. No matter what happens in a basketball game, ultimately, fundamentals are what wins, not only in basketball, but in any sport, any walk of life. Fundamentals are going to win. So if you're athletically not as good as the other teams, you're going to have to be better fundamentally.
Now, Dave, Marquette comes in third in the Big East in scoring, averaging 80 points per game. Second in the league in scoring defense, allowing 66.5 points per game. Last in rebounding margin at just about -1. Number 1 in steals, 10.5 per game, good for 4th in the nation. And the fewest turnovers in the country, just 9 per game. So when you see those two numbers, they force the most turnovers in the Big East at more than 16. How do you put yourself in a position to compete with this team? Just compete. Before you start to think about winning, you have to be in the game. How do you stay in the game with Marquette?
Well, obviously, some of those stats you just pointed out, we cannot turn the ball over. They have a plus 7.3 turnover margin. Is an amazing number. And they obviously lead the Big East. They're one of the top teams, as you say, in the country. 10 steals a game. Stevie Mitchell himself in Big East play averaging 3.4 steals alone. So they pride themselves. Marquette tracks deflections. They get deflection is get a hand on the ball, on a pass, something that you get a hand on the ball. They want to get 32 per game. They're averaging just under 39 deflections a game, which I don't really believe that's true. I saw that in their press notes. But think about it. You only have maybe, how many would take 60, 70 shots in a game? You tell me they get a deflection on 40 possessions of your possessions are deflecting the ball. I'm going to keep track in my head to see if they come anywhere near that, but that's what leads to them. They get out in passing lanes. They're the top team in the country in steals per game. You talked about all these other stats, assist turnover ratio, and that is where their strength is. They're not a great rebounding team, but the strength of playing with the same guys, not adding new people to your program, the third straight year of having the same guys just turn over and know your system, you see the benefit of that with the Marquette Golden Eagles.
I'm going to give you a pen and have you track it.
If they come anywhere near deflecting 39 of our passes today, I'll be wrong.
I mean, they do.
I don't think that's happening. But that's obviously what we're going to have to avoid if we're going to be competitive.
Right. That's how they force the most turnovers in the Big East, more than 16 per game. So that's the kind of challenge DePaul is facing at the moment. Chris Holtmann and Shaka Smart, the two head coaches, are meeting near the midcourt stripe to shake hands. Two of the more successful head coaches in college basketball today. Shaka Smart, 361 and 174. This is his 16th year as a head coach. Chris Holtmann in his 13th year as a head coach, and he is 280 and 260 and 179. Had terrific success at Gardner-Webb and then Butler, then Ohio State before coming here to DePaul. And Shaka Smart, as we mentioned, VCU and then Texas, and now in his 4th year as the head coach of the Golden Eagles. It is time now for the Starry Who's Hot segment. Dave, who is hot for the Blue Demons?
Who's hot for the Blue Demons? We got C.J. Gunn coming off a 21-point performance at Seton Hall, and then followed that up with 16 points and 7 rebounds in that Xavier game. So he's been the one that's been hot for the Demons.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different, and overall this season, Gunn, the Indiana transfer, is averaging 10.5 points per game, 3 rebounds per contest, and he's had, as Dave mentioned, some big games this year, including 22 against Wichita State. Now let's pause as we get set for the playing of the national anthem here at Wintrust Arena prior to the 136th meeting all-time between DePaul and Marquette. Here's public address announcer Gene Honda.
This summer, you can find them performing at Lollapalooza 2025. Please join us in honoring our country.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and the free and the
Clarice performing the national anthem this evening here at Wintrust Arena as we get set for DePaul and number 7 Marquette. Blue Demons looking for their first Big East win of the season, while Marquette has yet to lose a conference game. The Golden Eagles have won 5 in a row to begin league play. Let's get right to the starting lineups for Chris Holtman's Blue Demons, a record of 9-8, 0-6 in Big East play. The Demons have lost 4 consecutive ball games. A 3-man backcourt featuring Connor Enright, number 2 in the Big East in assists, averaging more than 6.5 per game. 6'2", 180-pound redshirt junior from Mundelein, a transfer from Drake, who averages 7.5 points per game. He's joined in the backcourt by C.J. Gunn. Dave mentioned he's the hottest Blue Demon coming in, averaging 10.5 points per game, 21 points at Seton Hall, and he followed that up with 16 points against Xavier. The third man in the backcourt is DePaul's leading scorer, Jacob Meyer, averaging more than 14 points per game, 6'2", sophomore transfer from Coastal Carolina, a native of Covington, Kentucky. Up front for DePaul, Troy D'Amico, 6'7", senior, a transfer from Southern Illinois. And he is joined up front by N.J. Benson, a 6'8", 235-pound junior from Mount Vernon, a transfer from Missouri State, who has provided some much-needed relief for injured center David Skogman, who's back for DePaul, but they're working him into the lineup slowly with that foot injury. But Benson has been a force inside every game that he started, scoring in double figures for the most part. Meantime, for Shaka Smart's Golden Eagles, 7th-ranked Marquette comes in with a record of 14-2, 5-0 in Big East play. A three-man backcourt for Marquette, featuring Cam Jones, a 6'5 senior from Memphis, second in the Big East in scoring, averaging nearly 20 points per game. But he's more than just a scorer. 4th in assists, averaging nearly 6.5 per contest. And he is 8th in the league in steals at more than 1.5 per game. Chase Ross in the backcourt as well. 6'5 junior from Dallas, who is number 3 in the Big East in assists, averaging more than 2 per game and nearly 11 points per game. Ross scores, so he's a big-time contributor from that aspect as well. Stevie Mitchell is the third man in the backcourt. Mitchell, 6'2 senior from Reading, Pennsylvania. He is number 1 in the Big East in steals, averaging more than 2.5 per game. Also gets 12 points per contest and nearly 4.5 rebounds per game. Up front for Marquette, Javid Joplin, the big forward, 6'8 senior from Milwaukee, who's number 2 in the Big East in foul shooting at 89%. He averages 14 points per game and nearly 6 rebounds per contest. And the last 2 years, he has lit it up against the Blue Demons here at Wintrust Arena. As Dave mentioned, 14 of 19 the last 2 years from three-point territory. 28 points 2 years ago, 21 points here last year. And rounding out the first 5 for Marquette is big forward Ben Gold, a 6'11 junior from Wellington, New Zealand, who averages more than 8 points per game and nearly 4 rebounds per contest. This is a series that dates back to 1918. Marquette leads it 85-50, but the teams have gone 34-34 in games played in Chicago with DePaul as the home team. Marquette has won 5 in a row since beginning conference play, but the Golden Eagles have not played for a week. They did beat Georgetown a week ago tonight. The Golden Eagles' only 2 losses this season at Iowa State. At Iowa State and at Dayton. The officials tonight, Lamar Simpson, Bert Smith, and Tommy Morrissey. The Blue Demons come out wearing their traditional home white uniforms with the royal blue numerals and lettering outlined in scarlet, horizontal blue stripes on the sides of the jerseys and the shorts. Marquette wearing alternate black uniforms with gold numerals and powder blue lettering. Gold piping down the side of the jerseys and the shorts, outlined in what appears to be camouflage gray. Blue Demons looking for their first Big East win of the year, and really their first Big East regular season win in a much longer time than that. Last time DePaul won a Big East regular season game 727 days ago against number 8 Xavier here at Wintrust Arena. Benson and Gold will jump tip. Lamar Simpson throws the ball up in the air, and Marquette controls the tip, moving from left to right from our vantage point right near the DePaul bench here at Wintrust Arena. The 136th all-time meeting between these two long-standing rivals. Jones, reverse layup, left to right, banks it home, and Marquette strikes first, a 2-0 lead over DePaul.
Let's see, this will be our first possession of the game here. Let's see what we come out and do.
Enright has it off to the right in three-point territory. Checked by Mitchell. Pass inside. A two-handed stuff. N.J. Benson came roaming in left baseline. 2-2 game. DePaul and Marquette. 30 seconds gone by. Here's Gold. Right side three goes down, and Marquette retakes the lead.
You don't want to switch off him and let him wide open. He's a 47% three-point shooter in league play.
5-4 the score. Should say 5-2 the score. Marquette with the lead. Demons with a basketball. Head of the key, Enright. Left of the circle, D'Amico. Back to Enright. Three-point range to the right. He dribbles to the top of the circle. Feeds Meyer at the free throw line. Hops up in the paint. Scoop player. Banks it in with the right hand. 5-4 the score. Marquette with the lead. A minute gone by. Jones crossover dribble. Hops up in the paint. Floats up a layup with the left hand for the right side. Banks it home. And Marquette extends. Now up 7-4 over DePaul. Nearly 2.5 minutes gone by.
Not much defense played here by either team. Both teams coming out shooting the ball well.
Demons work the ball around the perimeter. Off to the right, it's Enright. Man-to-man defense for Marquette. Corner pass knocked out of bounds by Jones. It remains DePaul ball with 15 to shoot.
So that's one deflection.
See, there
We're
you
up
go.
to one.
Yeah, start charting it down.
All right.
CJ Gunn triggers in
One.
from the right sideline of the front court. Feeds Enright head of the key. Now right elbow, D'Amico. In the corner, it's Gunn. He'll fire up a three. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. It's loose. Now bounces out of bounds. It was last touched by Jacob Meyer of the Blue Demons along the near corner. It'll be Marquette ball.
Marquette was in a 2-3 zone there, that possession.
So nearly 2 minutes have ticked off the clock. Marquette on top of DePaul, 7-4. And now the Demons are going to apply full court pressure here. We rarely see DePaul do this unless they're trailing big. Chase Ross has it straight away, flips it into the front court. Joplin left corner, roams baseline, hop step in the paint. Kick out up high, Ross. He veers left. Behind him now, ahead of the key, it's Joplin. Joplin one dribble to his left, back to Ross, left of the circle. Off to the right, Jones. Plays catch with Gold. Now Jones fires up a three. No good for the right wing. And a weak side rebound for D'Amico. Into the hands of Enright. Bounce pass inside. Left of the lane. Benson working on Gold. Whirls inside the paint. Hook shot. Right hand. Gets it to go.
NJ Benson, he's aggressive when he's got the ball in the post.
Marquette 7, DePaul 6. Here's a three from the right corner. It goes down. Guess who? David Joplin, who's now 15 for 20. His last 3 games from three-point territory here at Wintrust Arena. Marquette with a 10-6 lead over DePaul. 2.5 minutes gone by. Connor Enright, head of the key. Off to the left pass. Taken away by Jones. Marquette a 2-2 break. Here's Joplin. Layup. Banks it home with a right hand for the left side and got fouled. So Marquette now rolling thanks to that defense that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, again, they come up with the steal there, and that steals lead to easy baskets on the other end if you can convert quickly enough. Marquette feeds off of coming up with defensive stops, which feed their offense, and they immediately go the other way and get the transition layup and the foul.
Joplin bends the knees, flicks the right wrist, and puts home the free throw. So Marquette now up 13-6 over DePaul. Nearly 3 minutes gone by. Now the Golden Eagles applying full court pressure. 3 men in the backcourt as the Demons play catch. Enright has it along the near sideline, loops it into the front court. Gunn has it off to the right, plays catch with D'Amico. Gunn in the right corner. Now up high, it's Enright, checked by Stevie Mitchell, one of the best defenders in the country. Enright veers left, spins, gives to Meyer, head of the key. Meyer now has it off to the right, three-point territory, under 10 to shoot. Spins by Joplin, hangs a runner from the right of the lane, and it drops in. Nice teardrop by Jacob Meyer. Marquette 13, DePaul 8. 3 minutes gone by. Ross has it off to the right. Head of the key, it's Jones. Kick out Ross for 3. That's no good for the right wing. And a weak side rebound for Gunn. Demons went with a zone defense there in the half court. Very rare to see that. Enright drives right, hangs in the air, shot blocked by Ross, who retrieves the loose ball. Quickly into the front court, Joplin, and he missed the bunny with the right hand from the right side. Rebound, Cam Jones. Now off to the right, Gold for 3. Bullseye.
A second chance opportunity there. The Demons didn't get back on that transition defense. Allowed Marquette to get the offensive rebound and ultimately led to the open three-pointer by Gold.
Marquette has a 16-8 lead over DePaul. 4 minutes gone by here in the opening half. Enright has it near the midcourt stripe, off to the right. Swiping at Stevie Mitchell's hand. Pass to the middle, taken away by Joplin. Scoops up a layup, no good, but he got fouled on the play by Enright. Joplin will go to the line and shoot 2. He's still down on the deck under the basket. We'll make sure that he's okay. There's an official timeout. Joplin is now slowly up on his feet and walking back to the Marquette bench. 15:47 remaining here in half number 1. It's Marquette 16, DePaul 8. Zach Zaidman, Dave Corzine with you courtside. Our engineer this evening is the man we call the Silver Fox, John Carey, helping us flash the speakers of the radio and all of your smart devices. Sam Cohen from DePaul University making sure everything is running smoothly here tonight. Dave, it's time for the Illinois Pork Producers Recipe for the Win. What does DePaul need to do to win tonight's ball game?
DePaul needs to have the game of their life to win this game. We're playing a number 7 team in the country here in Marquette. They're very comfortable here. They've had a lot of success against us recently and recent past, and we're going to have to do the same things we talked about before, is that fundamentally sound basketball. Don't turn the ball over, which we have already done a number of times here, which led to easy baskets on the other side. It's really tough to defend when your other team's got breakaways off of turnovers. So we have to take care of the ball. And then on the other end of the floor, we have to move the ball and not turn the ball over. On the other end, we've got to block out just basic fundamental basketball, give them only one shot, force them to take perimeter shots, and then come down and control the tempo of the game. I think that's why DePaul went into the full court press and try to slow down the tempo a little bit, and Marquette continues to run.
And you can understand why Chris Holtman's doing this. Demons doing things they don't normally do, but you have to give yourself a chance against the team that by far and away has been the best in the Big East so far this season. Marquette 14-2, 5-0 in league play. And DePaul has struggled against the upper tier teams in the Big East so far this season. 28-point loss on the road at St. John's, the number 2 team in the Big East. The number 3 team is UConn, the 2-time defending national champions. Blue Demons lost by 13 to UConn here at home. That was a game that got out of hand early, and Marquette, I should say UConn, had some injuries in that game that made the score a little bit closer. And then the number 3 team, Villanova, and DePaul lost by 44 on the road against the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's not a history of a lot of success against the top echelon teams in the league. And this Marquette team right now has come out very aggressively. I said before the game started that I can't believe that they would get almost 40 deflections in the game. I still don't know if they're going to come near that amount. But whatever amount they get, it is paying off for them in turnaround on the offensive end. And they've been able to get downhill after those turnovers and take it right to the rim. And then they made a couple three-pointers by Gold, and that's opened up this game.
So David Joplin at the line to shoot 2, short on the first. And by the way, the Illinois Pork Producers recipe for the win. Be sure to follow ilpork.com for more information and to find delicious pork recipes. All right, Joplin at the line for his second free throw. Bends the knee, snaps the right wrist. Short again, missed both. Demons come up with a rebound. 15:44 to go, first half. Marquette 16, DePaul 8. Demons with the ball. Layden Blocker in there for the first time. Has it off to the right, wearing red shoes tonight. Now he's at the head of the key. Spins by Joplin. Drives left between the legs with the dribble. Up high, Gunn. Veers right of the circle to Benson. Right back to Gunn. Driving right. Floater up. Off glass. Banks it home.
Tough. Difficulty of that shot was high.
Demons down by 6, coming up on 5 minutes gone by here in the first. Jones drives left. Behind him, Gold. Another 3 on the way, and Gold drills it again.
You have to scout these guys. You can't leave Gold wide open. He's knocked down 3 now already.
5 minutes have ticked off the clock here in the opening half. Marquette 19, DePaul 10. Demons work the ball around the perimeter. Off to the left, Layden Blocker. Arkansas transfer, a sophomore in his first year with the Blue Demons. Now head of the key, Gunn, ball knocked away. Gunn picks it up near the midcourt stripe, off to the left. Checked by Cam Jones. 10 to shoot for DePaul. A Benson screen. Gunn veers left. Back to Benson, head of the key. 5 to shoot for DePaul. Benson behind the back with the dribble. Lost the ball. Taken away by Ross. All alone out in front. A left-handed stuff.
And there's the problem with the turnovers. Not only do you not get a shot, but often it leads to a breakout on the other end.
Marquette up 21-10 over DePaul. 14:20 remaining in the first half. Blocker off to the right, crossover dribble, hop step in the paint. Reverse layup with the right hand. Shot no, but he got fouled on the play. Layden Blocker will go to the line and shoot 2.
Layden Blocker, one of the few players on this DePaul team that plays with the ball in his hand. He is a player that can beat his guy off the dribble and take it to the basket. He's had some very athletic plays taking it to the rim in the course of this season, but he's a guy that can get up and drew the foul. He's going to get 2 free throws.
Blocker knocks down the first, entered play tonight as a 79% free throw shooter. Demons are down by 10, 14-15 remaining here in the first half at home against 7th-ranked Marquette. Golden Eagles 21, Blue Demons 11. Substitutions for DePaul. Enright back in there, and David Skogman makes his first appearance of the evening. D'Amico and D'Amico and Meyer sit. And the second free throw, no good. Blocker chases the rebound, but can't corral it, and it rolls out of bounds in the far corner. Isaiah Rivera also in there for the first time tonight for the Blue Demons, as N.J. Benson sits. And now the Demons apply full court pressure. They got two guys in the backcourt. Chase Ross straight away in the backcourt, crosses the timeline, hesitation dribble, drives to the right, angle cut off, double team by Blocker. Pass to the left corner. Now a three on the way is no good by Royce Parham. The loose ball retrieved at the top of the key by Trey Norman. Off to the right, Ross for three, and air ball that bounces out of bounds.
That's embarrassing. He had plenty of time to look at that one. Came up empty, completely empty with an air ball.
13:54 to go here in the first. Marquette 21, DePaul 11. Demons with a basketball. Enright straight away wearing a white headband and a black sleeve on his left leg. Enright with a left-handed dribble. Checked by Ross. Crossover dribble. Veers left of the circle. Now bounces right. Underhand toss gun. A three on the way. Rattles it home from the right side.
We're going to need more of that.
13 and a half minutes to go. First half. Marquette 21, DePaul 14. Gunn with 5 points. Trey Norman head of the key for Marquette. Plays catch with Ross. Now Norman, elbow jumper from the right side. No good. Weak side rebound taken down by C.J. Gunn for DePaul. Into the hands of Enright. Down the right sideline into the front court. Crossover dribble. Dribbles to the corner. And now back up high. Flips the Gun. Head of the key. Off to the left. Pass deflected away. And it is stolen by Zayd Lowry. Veers into the front court. Down the right sideline with a left-handed dribble. He's at the top of the key now. Gives to Ross off to the right. Check by Blocker. Uses a screen. Diagonal spin to the middle. Whirls inside the paint. Layup. No. Rebound taken down by Rivera for DePaul. Into the hands of Enright across the line. Down the left sideline. Diagonal spin to the top of the key with a right-handed dribble. Now stops. Spins with a pivot foot. Needs help. A bounce pass. Skogman off to the right. Blocker's got it right baseline. Hangs in the air. Floater up. Gets it to go. The Demons hanging around. 12 and a half minutes remaining here in the first half. Marquette 21, DePaul 16. Marquette works the ball around the perimeter. Ross has it off to the right. What kind of defense are the Demons playing?
2-3 zone here.
Ross dribbles to the top of the key as Marquette tries to size up what DePaul's doing. Ross left of the circle at the left elbow. It's goal back to Ross. Diagonal pass off to the right. It's Norman. He drives on Enright. Up fake. Layup. Shot. No. Rebound taken down by Blocker. Here come the Demons. Behind the back with the dribble. Blocker. Bounce pass left side. Enright for three. Rolls out. Tap back. Goes down. C.J. Gunn came flying in from the right side. 21-18 the score. Marquette with the lead, but DePaul knocking on the door. 11:50 to go here in the first. Demons playing that zone defense. Three on the way. Gold drills it from the left side.
That's 4 for 4 now.
So that ends an 8-0 DePaul run. It's a 24-18 score. Marquette on top. 11 and a half minutes to go in the first. Enright head of the key. Veers right of the circle. Stops the dribble. Needs help. To Gunn. Standing on the big DePaul logo at center court. Now off to the right. Enright. 10 to shoot. Enright drives to the free throw line. Bounce pass inside all alone. Gunn missed the layup. Fight for the rebound. Loose at the free throw line. Picked up by Gold for Marquette. Into the hands of Lowry. Shovel toss now to Parham. Spins right of the lane. Pass to the left corner. Ball knocked away. It rolls out of bounds. Who touched it last? They say it's Marquette ball after this timeout. 11:05 to go here in the first half. Marquette 24, DePaul 18. Zach Zibin, Dave Corzine with you. But what inspired, spirited play here by the Demons.
C.J. Gunn came out hot, as I called him there before the game, and he did a nice job. He missed that layup on the one end. He had his head down. He didn't get back defensively initially, but his teammates got back, controlled that transition basket off the missed shot. Marquette coming down the floor, and as they couldn't score the initial penetration on the throwback out, C.J. Gunn had sprinted back and got himself involved in that play and kept that ball alive and knocked it away. It's going to go back to Marquette, but give C.J. Gunn credit there for getting himself back into that play.
Rush is proud to be the official health system and healthcare provider of DePaul Athletics. Driven by discovery, innovation, and a deep responsibility for the health of our communities, Rush is a national leader in outstanding patient care, education, research, community partnerships, and empowering a new generation of healthcare providers. Visit rush.edu for more information and to find a location near you. Been really impressive. The Demons, at least since Big East play started, DePaul has had some major issues against Marquette over the years, but tonight it's a big deal. They're hanging around. 11:05 to go here in the first against the 7th-ranked team of the country, Golden Eagles 24 and the Blue Demons 18. If you're a diehard DePaul fan, you know these numbers. I don't have to tell you. It's been 727 days since DePaul last won a Big East regular season game. It's a streak of 38 consecutive losses in league action. The last time the Blue Demons beat a Big East team, January 18th, 2023, an upset of then number 8 Xavier, 73-72 here at Wintrust. But the reason the Blue Demons are hanging around in this game is they've been red hot from the floor. DePaul shooting nearly 70% from the field.
That's what I was going to point out here, that the Demons, on the defensive side of the ball, the Demons are struggling again as they have throughout the Big East season. They're allowing Marquette to shoot 52%, 53%, 9 out of 17 overall. And Marquette's knocked down 5 out of 9 3-point shots. Primarily Ben Gold has hit all 4 of his attempts, but 5 of 9, 55% from perimeter too. So you're right. The only thing keeping the Demons in this game right now is they've been able to take advantage to some extent of Marquette getting up in the passing lanes. They've got some baskets coming out, backdoor cuts, and attacking the basket, which has given them some higher percentage shots. And they've knocked down 8 out of 12 themselves, which is keeping them in this game.
So it'll be Marquette ball out of the timeout in the front court, in the far corner. Cam Jones will trigger in, check by Blocker. He now feeds to Marius Owens, who has it between the rings. Talented freshman from Rochester, New York. Owens has it off to the right. Up top now, Stevie Mitchell has it. Crossover dribble, drives to the free throw line, and he pushes Connor Enright to the deck. Offensive foul.
And we're counting Connor Enright there. That's the 17th charge that Connor Enright has taken on the year. Does a great job of moving his body, moving his feet, keeping his body in front of the offensive player.
Under 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. Marquette 24, DePaul 18. Demons with the ball. Enright has it head of the key, wearing a shoulder harness on the right side. A bounce pass left of the circle. It's Layden Blocker. Uses a screen from Skogman. Dribbles left of the lane. Angle cut off. Now powering his way down low. Up top, Rivera off to the left. Under 10 to shoot. He drives. Whirls inside the paint. Up fake. Floater up. Gets it to go with the right hand.
Again, Demons penetrate. Get a shot at the rim.
24-20. The Marquette lead over DePaul. Coming up on 10 minutes remaining in the first. Demons sticking with that zone. Pass inside. It's Caden Hamilton. His layup, no good. And the Demons come up with a rebound. Connor Enright dribbling into the front court straight away. Enright with a right-handed dribble. Spins right. Stops at the elbow. Now off to the right in three-point territory. It's Enright. A bounce pass right of the lane. Skogman up high. Enright. Extra pass. Rivera fakes a three left of the circle. Hopped up in the paint. Loops a pass now to D'Amico, right corner. 10 to shoot. Enright. Deep three. Head of the key. That's no good at the side of the rim. Ball loose. Picked up by D'Amico. Outlet Blocker. Left of the circle. Up high. It's Enright with 15 to shoot. Whips it behind him. Skogman. Top of the key. Off to the left. D'Amico drives. Bounce pass. Free throw line. Blocker. Now to Rivera. Corner three. Bullseye from the right side.
How about that for ball movement? Great job by the Demons being patient.
9:20 to go. DePaul down by 1. At the head of the key, Owens. Now in the left corner, it's Joplin. Has the ball knocked away, retrieves it along the left wing. Cam Jones has it head of the key. Now Owens off to the right. Drives inside the paint. Wild flow to the right hand. Missed the rim. Hit the backboard. It's no good. Here come the Demons. Enright with the ball down the right sideline. Behind him, Rivera fakes a three, puts it on the floor. Skogman up top. Skogman back to Rivera. A right wing three. Back rim, no. And the long rebound out to Hamilton. Into the hands now of Jones for Marquette. Golden Eagles 24, Blue Demons 23. 8:45 remaining here in the first half. Jones looks behind him, and head coach Shaka Smart to get the play call, and Smart holding up two fingers on his right hand. Yeah, they are confused. They did not expect a zone from the Blue Demons. Stevie Mitchell head of the key, off to Jones left side. Jones drive, scoop, layup, and high off the glass. He banks it home. It is 26-23. Marquette on top of DePaul, coming up on 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Connor Enright with the ball at the head of the key. Double teamed by Mitchell and Joplin. Loops a pass, far sideline, blocker in three-point territory. He accelerates right of the lane. Kick out to Miko. Wide open three. No good from the right corner. Ball loose. It's tracked down by Marquette along the far sideline. Owens into the front court. At the head of the key, Joplin fakes a three, hand to the face from Blocker, and he's fouled.
Leighton Blocker had a hand on the ball, but wasn't able to get control of it and ended up picking up the foul on the arm.
7:50 to go, first half, official timeout. How about this ball game? 7th-ranked Marquette 26, DePaul 23. The Blue Demons, a double-digit underdog entering play tonight, but DePaul in this first half has put up a whale of a fight.
They've done a great job with the zone. All the Marquette points, most of their points, are coming off their defense, either through turnovers or missed shots by the Demons, and Marquette able to get out and run the floor. They're very aggressive on the offensive end. We talked about them being third in the Big East. They're averaging 80 points a game, and they do that primarily starting with their defense, deflecting balls. We talked about they average almost 40 deflections a game, average over 10 steals per game, have a plus-minus turnover ratio of over 7 turnovers per game in their favor. So that's their bread and butter. That's where they've been able to be effective. If the Demons can get back defensively and prevent that initial offense, they're doing a great job in that 2-3 zone and forcing Marquette to get back on their heels. And Marquette's having a little trouble with that zone, a little trouble in their half-court offense. So DePaul, if they can avoid turning the ball over, get back defensively, and force the Marquette into perimeter shots, and then rebound the ball. That's been the formula to get them back into this game.
Experience the excitement live here at Wintrust Arena. Tickets to upcoming games are on sale now at DePaulBlueDemons.com/tickets. Again, that's DePaulBlueDemons.com/tickets. Zach Zib and Dave Corzine with you courtside here at Wintrust as the Blue Demons are shooting just about 60% from the field. The amazing thing to me is the Demons are within 3. 7:50 to go here in the first half. Golden Eagles 26, Blue Demons 23. Demons are within 3 despite shooting just 2 of 7 from three-point territory. Marquette's been lighting it up from behind the arc. 5 of 9 here in the first half, but the Demons right there.
And you're right, they're not doing it with perimeter shooting. They're doing it with backdoor cuts, taking the ball to the rim. And that is a reflection on the type of defense that Marquette is playing. Marquette always up in the passing lane, always pressuring you on the ball, which the issue with that, the problem with that becomes their ability to come up with the steals. It's basically like a 4-point play. They take away your basket and get one of their own. But if you can beat them, get behind that defense, that's where they've been successful.
And give Isaiah Rivera credit. I bring him up because he came into play today averaging 10 points per game, but only 5 points per game in Big East play. Struggled mightily since league action began. Not just 3 points last time out against Xavier in 13-plus minutes. Already with a quick 5 here. If you can get him going, just get an extra score, it changes the dynamic.
It definitely does. And DePaul, if they have anything on this team, it is perimeter shooters, and you just need to get them open by ball movement and finding this open space for them. That's the key. Not can they make the shots, but can they get clean looks at them?
So Marquette ball out of the timeout. Cam Jones to trigger in the front court in front of us along the right sideline. A pass up high to Stevie Mitchell between the rings. Now Jones has it left elbow, floats up a runner, left of the lane, shot no good. Rebound taken down by Jacob Meyer. Demons quickly into the front court down the right sideline. comes Meyer. He's at the top of the key. He feeds Enright near the midcourt stripe straight away on that huge Blue Demon logo at center court. Enright with a right-handed dribble. Checked by Joplin. Waits for D'Amico's screen. Now spins straight down the lane. In the corner. Gunn wide open for three. And he knocks it down. Demons tie up the game. 26 all. C.J. Gunn with 10 points to lead DePaul in this first half. Coming up on 7 minutes to go. Joplin has the top of the circle. Launches a three. Back rim, no. Long rebound out to Ross along the left wing. Joplin has it at the top of the key. Feeds Cam Jones between the rings. Checked by Meyer. Waits for a screen. Dribbles left. Accelerates to the hole. Layup. No good. Jones the rebound. Kick out Joplin. A right side three. And the high archer goes. Marquette retakes the lead. 29-26 over DePaul. 6:44 to go before halftime.
2 offensive rebounds in that one possession. It was their third shot that they finally got to go in.
Connor Enright with the ball for the Blue Demons between the circles. Checked by Mitchell. Crossover dribble. Uses a Benson screen. Now Gold is guarding Enright. Enright between the legs with the dribble. Enright at the free throw line. Drives right. Stops. Gives to D'Amico in the corner. 10 to shoot. Enright 3-point range to the right. Hand in the face from Gold. Hesitation dribble. Drives right. Scoop left. Oh, he gets it to go. He took the 6'10 Gold to the hole and put it home. Demons down by 1. Coming up on 6 minutes remaining here in the first. Mitchell at the free throw line, feeds Jones head of the key, drives right on Enright, backs in, spins, layup with the left hand, no good. Benson the rebound for the Demons into the hands of Meyer. Across the line straight away with a left-handed dribble. Now he feeds Enright between the rings, veers right, and he's fouled by Chase Ross.
Great job there by Connor Enright to attack the basket. And again, that's where their success is coming. They are now 3 for 8 as C.J. Gunn knocked down that other 3, but 3 out of 12 baskets. They had 9 baskets that they have made attacking in the paint. They've done a great job taking it to the hole. Enright sits, blocker back in. Demons can take the lead on this possession against the 7th-ranked team in the country, Marquette, here at home at Wintrust Arena. 5:40 to go in the first. 29-28 Marquette. Demons with the ball. Meyer ahead of the key. Off to the corner now. Gunn for 3. No good. Rebound Gold. Now Benson comes flying in. Grabs a piece of the ball. Held ball. Possession arrow pointing to Paul's way. Great job, N.J. Benson. Gold had that rebound. He relaxed. Looking for an outlet pass. Didn't think he'd be challenged. And N.J. Benson came around and tied him up. Good job. So now Troy D'Amico will trigger in. Front court baseline right. Demons can take the lead on this possession. Benson has it right corner for DePaul. He dribbles up top. Feeds blocker, 3-point range to the right. Between the legs with the dribble. Working on Stevie Mitchell. Uses a Benson screen. Goes behind the back with the dribble. Now at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside Benson. Off his hands. Out of bounds. Along the end line. It'll be Marquette ball. That was a tough pass to make, though. Leighton Blocker really didn't have an angle. He had already made up his mind, it looked like, to try to go to N.J. Benson off of that screen and roll. Marquette 29, DePaul 28. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Stevie Mitchell with the ball for the Golden Eagles between the rings. Driving on Meyer. Whirls inside the paint. Scoop it. Oh! Rejected by Benson. And the loose ball retrieved by Blocker. Out in front. Missed the jam with the left hand, but he got fouled on the play. Leighton Blocker will go to the line and try to put DePaul ahead. That was another hustle play that Leighton Blocker beat Cam Jones. Again, didn't expect the Demons to be working that hard, coming up with that loose ball. Cam Jones thought he had control of it about at the half-court mark there. And Leighton Blocker just, again, came by him like a jet, took the ball away from him, had a breakaway at the other end. Marquette got back in time to foul him, but this is a chance for the Demons to take a lead here for the first time in the game. Demons down by 1. Leighton Blocker bends the knees, flicks the right wrist, and puts on the free throw. Tie game, 29 all. DePaul and Marquette, 4:59 to go before the end of the first half. Second time tonight the Demons tied up the game. Blocker puts up the second free throw, puts it home, and DePaul takes the lead. 30-29 over Marquette. 4:56 remaining in the first half. The 7th-ranked Golden Eagles getting all DePaul can give. Right corner 3, Joplin rattles it home, and the Golden Eagles go back on top, 32-30 over the Blue Demons.
4:40 remaining in the first.
Ira Joplin, I transfer over to DePaul. He doesn't miss a three-pointer when he's here at Wintrust Arena.
He's 3 of 4 tonight. From behind the arc, 12 points. Blocker, left of the lane. Kick out right side to Miko. Extra pass, Meyer for 3. That goes down. DePaul retakes the lead. 33-32 over 7th-ranked Marquette. 4:15 to go in the first. Cam Jones off to the left for the Golden Eagles. Plays catch with Gold. Now off to the right, Mitchell. Working on Blocker. Engel cut off, so they throw it up high to Gold. Driving left. Whips a pass inside. Bolt taken away. Troy D'Amico with the steal. Into the hands of Blocker across the line. Down the left sideline with a right-handed dribble. Spins to the top of the circle. Veers right. Gives to Gunn. Working in the corner. Up high, Blocker. 3-point range to the right. Blocker with a left-handed dribble. Feeds Meyer. Top key 3. Bullseye! Timeout Marquette. Blue Demons are rolling. 36-32 over the 7th-ranked Golden Eagles. 3:45 remaining in the first. Where has this come from?
You talk about the psychology of sports. You see what happens when things start going right. The momentum. Look at the bench right now. Look at the DePaul team. They are into this game. They are feeling great about the way they're playing with a lot of confidence. And that's what makes the difference. You get open looks. And if you've been making a couple things going right, it can really snowball, and you get on a little bit of a run. The Demons done a great job here of that zone defensively. Again, Marquette's offense starts with their defense. DePaul's offense now has started with their defense. They have really befuddled the Golden Eagles here with their zone defense. It's kind of an amoeba type of defense where they're switching positions depending on where the offensive players are for Marquette. But it has really prevented Marquette from getting much of anything inside the three-point line. They've made a few threes. Joplin obviously has had a lot of success against the Demons, and Gold knocked down all 4 of his. But right now, that's the only thing that's keeping Marquette in this game is the success that they've had from the perimeter, because the Demons have pretty much shut them down inside right now with that zone defense.
Visit Myrtle Beach. Even Dibs knows everyone needs a timeout every now and then, so why not take yours at the beach? Myrtle Beach is home to 60 miles of warm, sandy beaches, over 2,000 restaurants, and much more. Enter now for your chance to win your very own beach break getaway. Compliments of Visit Myrtle Beach. Go to visitmyrtlebeach.com/DePaul to enter. Your ultimate beach break is a click away. So, in the last 3 ball games in particular, DePaul has lost by 44 points on the road at Villanova, coughed up a 19-point lead on the road at Seton Hall to lose in overtime, and then got trounced by Xavier last time out. And the Blue Demons have gotten up off the mat, and they are taking it to number 7 Marquette, a team that historically has dominated the Blue Demons. DePaul on top, 36-32 over the 7th-ranked Golden Eagles with 3:45 remaining here in the first half, thanks to a 6-0 run. The Demons shooting nearly 65% from the field. We've been waiting for this kind of shooting, and now, because the Demons were effective inside, they're getting those good looks from 3.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They had to adjust. Marquette had to adjust because Demons were getting past them, taking it to the basket, and now they have opened up the floor, and it's allowed them to get scoring opportunities from them. If you're Marquette, they made 7 out of 12 threes in this game. They're shooting 58% from behind the three-point line, and yet they're trailing by 4 with 3:45 to go. 36-32 with 3:45 to go. We're talking about close to 50-point halves for these teams if they continue to score at this pace.
Marquette ball out of the timeout. Cam Jones has it off to the left, swings it right side for Mitchell. Drives, angle cut off by Blocker. Pass up high to Gold, spins right, driving on Blocker, and a foul's been called on Layden.
It's going to be the 4th team foul on DePaul, so Demons will have the Golden Eagles will have the ball on the baseline under their basket.
3:32 remaining here in the first half. Demons are going to make a substitution here. Connor Enright checks back in. Blocker will sit after picking up his second personal. 36-32. DePaul on top of 7th-ranked Marquette. Again, 3:32 remaining here in the first half. Front court baseline right. Cam Jones will put it in play. Gets the ball from official Lamar Simpson. Loops a pass to the free throw line. Mitchell's got it off a curl. Jones head of the key. Behind him, Gold. Right side three is short. Rebound to Miko for DePaul. And right into the front court. Feed's gone off to the left. Spins inside the paint. Hook shot right hand. Front rim drops in. Demons extend the lead. 38-32 over 7th-ranked Marquette. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Ross off to the right. Head of the key now Jones for the Golden Eagles. Uses a Gold screen. Dribbles left. Right side pass. Ross puts it on the floor. Hops up in the paint. Hangs in the air. Wild footer with the left hand. Back rim. It goes in.
He got lucky on that roll. NJ Benson did a great job defending without fouling again, and that was just fortunate for Marquette to have one rolled in.
Under 3 minutes remaining before halftime. DePaul with the ball and the lead. 38-34 over to the 7th-ranked Marquette Golden Eagles. Enright has it right elbow. Spins to the free throw line. Angle cut off. Beats Meyer right of the circle. Off to the left. Enright 10 to shoot for the Blue Demons. Enright puts it on the floor. Drives to the free throw line. Hop step to the right. Gives to D'Amico. Corner three. Short from the right side. Long rebound. Tracked down by Mitchell for Marquette. Flies into the front court. Dribbling right to the basket. And banks home a tough layup with the right hand.
That's when Marquette is good, when they get off either a turnover or a missed shot and they get the transition.
38-36, the DePaul lead. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Benson left of the lane, has the ball knocked away, picks it up, throws it in the corner. It's taken away by Ross for Marquette. Into the hands of Mitchell across the line. Down the right sideline, a spin to the middle. Up top, Jones uses a screen from Gold. Backs it out all the way near midcourt. Fears off to the left now. Out the free throw line, working on Gunn. Backs in. Angle cut off. Throws it up high to Ross, who dribbles left on D'Amico. Switches direction. Flips into the corner now. Mitchell along the right side. 8 to shoot for the Golden Eagles. Joplin, three-point range to the left. Launches a long three. Way off. Rebound taken down by Meyer. Demons flying on the front court. Chris Holtman telling his team, slow it down. So the Demons do. Enright's got it near the midcourt stripe straight away. A minute and a half to go before the end of the first half, and DePaul's got the ball in a 2-point lead, 38-36 over 7th-ranked Marquette. At the top of the key, Enright holds the ball by his right hip, plays catch with Benson. Enright drives right, whips a pass left of the lane, Gunn, turnaround jump, rattles it home! Demons up 40-36 over Marquette, coming up on a minute remaining in the first.
Joplin going with 14 now.
Joplin backing in, left of the lane, checked by Gunn, stops the dribble, bounce pass Gold, left corner three is an air ball. Rebound D'Amico. 50 seconds to go in the first. Blue Demons up 40-36 over the number 7 team in the country, the Marquette Golden Eagles. Timeout called. 45.8 seconds remaining here in half number 1. How about the Blue Demons?
Unbelievable first half here. They've done a great job. Again, they got 40 points, 45 seconds to go here in the half. They've got the ball. There's about 24-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here for the first half. The Demons have played an amazing first half. They're shooting 64% from the floor overall, 16 out of 25, 5 out of 12 now from the perimeter. They've 41%, that's not bad. 7 out of 15 for Marquette from the perimeter, 46%. But the big difference has been that zone for the Demons. And you can set that zone up if you're able to get back defensively. The problem that Marquette's able to score, it's off a missed shot or a turnover. And most of Marquette offense is coming off early offense and early transition. Once the Demons have been back defensively, Marquette has not getting a lot of easy shots in their half-court offense, and they're not getting the offensive board. So they've done a great job of being out on the floor and playing defense and turning that around in the offense.
45.8 seconds remaining in the first half. 21 on the shot clock. DePaul ball in the front court. Left sideline, Gunn to trigger it. Demons leading the Golden Eagles of Marquette 40-36. Enright head of the key. Gives left of the circle to D'Amico. Back to Enright, off to the right. Enright backs it out all the way near midcourt. Waits for a Myers screen. Now penetrates. Bounce pass up high. Meyer for three. Back rim, no. Long rebound, loose under the basket, and it's tracked down by Trey Norman for the Golden Eagles. Marquette will hold for the final shot of the first half. 20 seconds remaining. Shot clock off. DePaul 40, Marquette 36. Barring some craziness here, And a foul.
There you go. They gave the foul because they had a foul to give. That's what they were attempting to do in the Seton Hall game, and they allowed Seton Hall to knock down that 3. This game, they did it correctly here. Not quite the same situation, but did a nice job of taking that foul. They had a foul to give. That's only the 15th foul, and they'll have Marquette take the ball out of bounds on the side here.
Jacob Meyer picks up his first personal. Marquette on a scoring drought of 2+ minutes. Cam Jones to trigger in, right sideline in the corner. Joplin for 3, puts it home.
Joplin, Joplin's a killer.
3 seconds remaining in the first half, and right head of the key. Off balance 3, air ball. But the Blue Demons are going into the halftime locker room with the lead over the 7th-ranked team in the country. It's the Blue Demons 40, Marquette 39 after the first 20 minutes of play.
CJ Gunn, I don't know what he seems upset about something that happened. He's talking to his teammates on the way out there, but he had an amazing first half. CJ Gunn with 14 points on 6 out of 9 shooting and knocked down a couple threes. The Demons have played as well as they can play right now, and they have matched. They came out, Marquette came out and really put it, had more energy. They played like the number 7 team in the country, had DePaul back on the heels, and had a pretty big lead there, 11-point lead at one point early in the first half. DePaul fights back, comes at them with the same type of energy and focus, and they're able to get back in this game, not only get back in the lead, back in the game, but take a lead here at halftime. And it's just been a matter of which team wants it more right now.
It's unbelievable. This is the 7th-ranked team in the country. DePaul hasn't beaten a ranked team since the last time the Blue Demons won a Big East regular season game. January 18th, 2023, 727 days ago. The Blue Demons upset 8th-ranked Xavier 73-72 here at Wintrust Arena. DePaul has lost 38 consecutive regular season games in conference play, and yet after 20 minutes here tonight, the Blue Demons leading number 7 Marquette 40-39. What a night here at Wintrust Arena. All right, let's get to the college basketball scoreboard. We'll start in the Big East. It's a full slate in the first half. Georgetown leading St. John's in New York 13-3. In the second half, Villanova on top of Xavier 37-34. That game being played in Cincinnati. And later on tonight, Providence is on the road in Omaha to take on Creighton. Meantime, the top 25 board, as we check the action there, a whole bunch of games. In the first half, John Carey tells me that top-ranked Auburn is leading number 15 Mississippi State 43-27. Fourth-rated Alabama has a 31-28 lead over number 21 Ole Miss. They were also in the first. More first-half action. 8th-ranked Kentucky 27. 11th-rated Texas A&M has now just taken the lead over Kentucky 28-27. 19th-rated Illinois is drilling Indiana as we speak, 57-32 late in the first half. And now it's time for the first half recap, brought to you by Aries Charter Transportation, an official charter bus provider of DePaul Athletics.
All right, Zach, I'm still trying to get past. You tell me Illinois had 57 points, and they're still in the first half?
They're still in the first half.
Jeez, that's an offensive output.
Yep, 57-32. About a minute to go in that game in Bloomington.
All right, let's talk about our game here. Great job by the Demons here in the first half. They allowed Marquette to get out to an early 11-point lead. They were able to turn that around, take control of this game, and actually have a 6-point lead themselves with just over 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Let's go through some of the individual numbers for Marquette. 39 points, led by David Joplin, who has been a killer for the Demons. As a sophomore, he got 28 points. As a junior last year, he had 21 points, including 6 out of 8 from behind the three-point line. And tonight, he's got 15 points, including 4 out of 6 from behind the three-point line. He had hit 14 out of 19 in his last 2 games. So, again, that makes him 18 out of 24 from behind the three-point line here against the Blue Demons. Ben Gold also a lot of success from behind the three-point line. He also made 4 3-pointers on 6 attempts for all 12 of his points. Marquette has shot 8 out of 16 from behind the three-point line, and that is because David Joplin and Ben Gold have 4 apiece to get to that 8. So those 2 guys have been the trouble for the Demons as far as offensively from the perimeter. Cam Jones, who comes in averaging 19.7 points on the year, 18.8 in Big East play, is 3 for 7 from the floor. He's only got 6 points in that first half. Chase Ross, who is coming off his best game, or one of his best games as a Golden Eagle, coming off a 27-point performance in that win against Georgetown. He's struggled in the first half here, 2 for 5, missed his 2 3-point attempts. He has 4 points. And then Stevie Mitchell only took 2 shots, made 1 out of 2. He's got 2 points. So no scoring off the bench at all for Marquette. 39 points, all scored. 27 of them scored by Joplin and Gold. For the Demons, they had 14 points for C.J. Gunn on 6 out of 9 shooting. He made 2 3-pointers on 4 attempts for his 14 points. Jacob Meyer, who seems like he's always in double figures, again in the first half alone, in 13 minutes, comes up on 4 out of 5, knocked down 2 out of 3 perimeter shots. He is in double figures with 10 points himself. Other starters, N.J. Benson with 4 points, Connor Enright with 2 points, but he's got 6 assists again. Remember, he is second in the Big East in assists per game, averaging just over 6. He already has 6 at the half. Other scores for the Demon, Layden Blocker off the bench with 5 points, made 1 shot, knocked down 3 free throws. 5 points off the bench for Layden Blocker. Isaiah Rivera, who you mentioned earlier, Zach, we're looking for a big game from him for him to break out a little bit. Mm-hmm. He had 5 points and only 6 minutes of action. So the Demons with 10 points off the bench relative to, or compared to Marquette, who has not had a basket scored off the bench. They're relying primarily exclusively on their starters. Demon with an advantage rebounding the ball, which is a weakness for Marquette. Demons with an 18-13 advantage on the boards, and that's been a big factor. Shooting percentages, both teams shooting the ball well. Marquette, 45% overall on 15 out of 33 shooting, but they made 50% of their 3-point shots, 8 out of 16 from behind the 3-point line. That's usually going to be led them in pretty good shape, but the Demons shooting even better, almost 60% from the floor. 16 out of 27 shots they made. That's 59%. Only 5 out of 14, not quite what they would want to shoot from the 3-point line, but that's still 35%. That's a respectable number. From the free throw line, Demons 3 out of 4, Marquette 1 out of 3. Fouls have not been an issue in this game. Nobody on either team with more than 2 fouls. Biggest lead in the half, Marquette up by 11. Demons turned that around and took a 6-point lead at one point. So that's a 17-point swing in the Demons' favor against the number 7 team in the country. So Demons did a great job. They took it on the chin a little bit early. Marquette came out strong. Demons responded, took the lead back, and lead at the half here, 40-39.
Demons rallying from 11 back to take the halftime lead. There's your first half recap, courtesy of Aries Charter Transportation. It bears repeating just how poor the Blue Demons have played so far in league action. DePaul was shooting just 38% from the field in the first 6 Big East games this year, all losses, only 32% from 3-point territory. But you heard Dave talk about it. Demons shooting nearly 60% from the floor here tonight, and better than 35% from behind the arc. Opponents coming in shooting 52% from the field against the Blue Demons, and tonight Marquette below that at 46%. And the other big stat, Marquette came in struggling when it comes to rebounding. The Demons in Big East play have been terrible, a minus 8 rebounding margin in conference play. Tonight, though, the Demons winning the battle of the boards, such a huge key. You kind of talked about it in the pregame show, that the things that DePaul can control before you can start worrying about the opponent, the fundamentals. The Demons are controlling the fundamentals tonight.
They really are. And that zone that they've been playing really disrupted Marquette's offense. They were not prepared for a zone defense. The Demons almost never play a zone defense. Typically that would lead. Their weakness, one of the weaknesses of a zone is it's hard to get a body on the offensive players, and a lot of times it leads to more offensive rebounds on second chance opportunities. But the Demons doing a great job of out-rebounding the Golden Eagles here and allowing them, for the most part, as one and done. Golden Eagles only with 4 offensive rebounds in the game, and that translated into 6 points. But other than that, if the Demons get back defensively, not turn the ball over, they've done a great job at half-court defense.
Okay, so Marquette now has the entire halftime session to prepare for a zone. Do you continue to throw that at Marquette?
Sure.
Or do you switch up to surprise them again?
I keep throwing it at it until they prove they figured it out. They have not got any penetration on that zone at all. They pass the ball around the perimeter and settle for a perimeter shot. If they're making those, which they've knocked down 50% of those, 8 out of 16 in the first half, you can look at that stat and think that the Demons could have a much bigger lead than what they do have if they had forced Marquette in the perimeter jump shots. Marquette only shooting on the season 30% in conference play on perimeter shots, on three-point shots. So they're shooting the ball. Marquette's shooting the ball very well, specifically Ben Gold, David Joplin, both of those guys 4 out of 6 from behind the arc. But without that good shooting from the perimeter, this lead could be even bigger for the Demons.
You know, what's really fascinating to me is Marquette, we know that the Golden Eagles are a high-powered offense, so they're on pace to do what they normally do. They average 80 points per game, which is third in the Big East in scoring. But they're also the number 2 scoring defense in the league, meaning fewest points per game allowed, and they're number 2 in that at 66.4 per game, and already the Blue Demons with 40 points. So they're on Marquette's pace when it comes to the offense.
Yeah, you talk about Marquette also leads the second in the nation in fewest turnovers per game. They only average 9. They do only have 3 turnovers at the half, but the Demons done a great job. They only have 6. If you look at points off turnovers, it's even 5-5. Both teams have got 5 points off turnovers. So that's why the Demons are able to stay in this game. That is where Marquette makes that's where they have an advantage. They have 10.5 steals a game. They've got 5 steals here in the first half. So they're on pace that way. But as long as the Demons can control the ball on the offensive end and not give Marquette runouts offensively, again, they've done a very good job in half-court defense, switching up that man-to-man and zone.
This is the longest-running series for the Blue Demons against Marquette, game number 136 between the two all-time. It dates back to 1918. Dave, you were a part of this rivalry when both DePaul and Marquette were really big-time teams in the 1970s. Marquette won the championship in 1977. DePaul ended up going to the Final Four in 1979. Legendary coaches back then, and Ray Meyer for the Blue Demons and Al McGuire for the Golden Eagles. And McGuire, one of the most colorful, so was Coach Ray, but McGuire had these all-time quotes that he's known for, including this one. Quote, "I don't discuss basketball, I dictate basketball. I'm not interested in philosophy classes." Another one, "A team should be an extension of a coach's personality. My teams are arrogant and obnoxious." Would you agree, having faced some of those teams?
They played with a lot of confidence, and that's what made them such a great team.
One of McGuire's best ever quotes, "Winning is only important in war and surgery." But I'll tell you what, winning tonight would be pretty important for the Blue Demons. And this is a great one by the late Al McGuire. "I think everyone should go to college and get a degree, and then spend 6 months as a bartender and 6 months as a cab driver. Then they would really be educated."
Yep, he was a man of the streets there. Players are definitely one of those guys. You talk about a player's coach. He related to the players, and they loved him as the guys that played for him. And also, he was one of the personalities. Digger Phelps at Notre Dame, Ray Meyer at DePaul, Al McGuire at Marquette. That we were the primary teams in the Midwest at that point. We were all independents. All of those coaches had great personalities along with great teams. And it was great to be part of that through the 70s when I was there at school. But we had a tough time beating Marquette, too. We only beat them. The one year they won the championship, 77, we beat them in overtime at Marquette. Other than that, I think we lost the other 7. Played them twice a year. I think we were only 1-7. And I don't know how many games. Actually, I looked up the scores. 2 of those games we lost by 1 point apiece. They had Butch Lee and Bo Ellis and Jerome Whitehead, guys like that. But Butch Lee, Bo Ellis, that was before the 30-second shot clock. They could run the ball in that perimeter offense to wear you out and then finally take a shot, and they were a tough team to beat.
The Blue Demons are 20 minutes away from what would be by far and away the biggest victory since Chris Holtmann became the head coach of the Blue Demons, as the Demons are looking to slay some of their demons and win a Big East game for the first time in a long time. And to be able to do it, they can hold on against the Golden Eagles. Man, oh man, would that be something. We're getting set for half number 2. DePaul 40, 7th-ranked Marquette 39. Zach Zaidman, Dave Corzine with you. So happy to have you with us here at Wintrust Arena. The 5 on the floor to begin the second half of the Blue Demons. That 3-man backcourt featuring Connor Enright, Jacob Meyer, and C.J. Gunn. He's got 14 points tonight for DePaul. Up front, N.J. Benson in the middle, flanked by the big forward Troy D'Amico. It'll be Marquette ball to begin the second half. The Golden Eagles will move from right to left from our vantage point, right near the DePaul bench here at Wintrust Arena. And the second half is underway. Stevie Mitchell, head of the key. Left of the circle, Cam Jones uses a gold screen. And now Jones gives it to Mitchell off to the right in three-point territory. A chest pass to the free throw line. Ross has it. Off to the right, Jones. Hop step right of the lane. Whirls inside the paint, and a lefty hook is good.
It's interesting to see the changes that the coaches have made at half. Demons started out there in a man-to-man, and immediately Marquette takes advantage of that.
So the Golden Eagles retake the lead 41-40 over DePaul. 30 seconds gone by second half. Demons working around the perimeter. D'Amico off to the left. Right of the circle, Meyer, and he's pushed to the deck by Mitchell. Foul called.
We have it on the sideline here. First team foul of the half.
So Troy D'Amico will trigger in the front court along the right sideline. 40 seconds gone by since halftime. Demons down by 1 here at home against 7th-ranked Marquette. Enright, head of the key. Now to D'Amico. Foul line jump goes down. Marquette switched to a zone. The Demons played it perfectly. And now the Blue Demons on top. 42-41 over Marquette in the opening minute of the second half. Cam Jones has it between the circles. What kind of defense are the Demons playing here,
Demons
Dave?
in the zone.
Head of the key, Jones. Off to the right, Mitchell. Swings it to Jones, top of the circle. Back to Mitchell, off to the right. Now Chase Ross has it right of the lane. Up top, Mitchell, under 10 to shoot. Drives right, scoop left. Oh, swatted away by Benson. Demons come up with the ball. And right across the line straight away. Loops a pass inside Benson. Two-handed stuff. What a sequence for DePaul. Blue Demons up 44-41 over 7th-ranked Marquette. Nearly a minute and a half gone by here in the second. Off to the right, Joplin. Head of the key, Jones. Free throw line, Gold. Back out, Joplin. Drives to the elbow. Up fake. Up top, Jones. A 3 on the way. No good. Rebound, Gunn. Demons outlet to Enright off to the left. He waits for his teammates to play catch-up as he backs it out all the way to the midcourt stripe. Enright feeds Meyer off to the left. 3-point territory. Meyer puts it on the floor. Drives inside the paint. Angle cut off, so he backs it out off to the right. Meyer now at the top of the circle. 10 to shoot. C.J. Gunn, left wing behind the arc. Gunn at the head of the key. Flips it to D'Amico off to the left. Cross court, pass ball knocked away. It is loose, picked up by Meyer. Corner 3, no good from the right side. And a weak side rebound grabbed by Cam Jones for Marquette. 2 minutes gone by, second half. DePaul up by 3. Chase Ross has it at the free throw line. Up top, Jones, a three on the way. That's no good at the back of the rim. Mitchell, the rebound right on the lane. Kick out Joplin, right corner. He drives inside the paint. Up fake, kick out left corner. Gold for three. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. It's loose. D'Amico grabs it for DePaul, left of the lane. 2.5 minutes gone by. Second half. DePaul 44, 7th ranked Marquette 41. Connor Enright standing on the big Demon logo in the front court at center court. Stops the dribble, bounce past D'Amico, plays catch with Enright, who has it, three-point range. Off to the left. Now he's at the head of the key. Crossover dribble, drives, right elbow, stops, spins inside the paint. Floater with the left hand, back rim, no. Tried to draw a foul, it wasn't called. And here comes Marquette into the front court. Ross down the left sideline, spins to the middle, kick out right side. Mitchell for three. That's too strong. Rebound loose, and it rolls out of bounds along the near corner. Chase Ross tried to save it, leaping over the Marquette bench into the stands.
That was quite an effort by Chase Ross to keep that ball alive. Right now, Marquette back on their heels. They are really having trouble penetrating against DePaul's zone defense, or they really look lost. So far, that has been the difference in this game, that Marquette not really has an answer to the zone defense the demons are playing.
DePaul ball against full court pressure from Marquette. D'Amico triggers in, ball knocked away. Meyer picks it up and brings it into the front court down the right sideline. Meyer spins and hits the deck. A foul from behind.
Jacob Meyer getting beat up a little bit, but he's being aggressive with the ball. It's the second foul he's picked up against Golden Eagles here, and Demons going to have 24 seconds to go into the bucket.
Trey Norman picks up the foul for Marquette, his first personal. 16:42 remaining in the second half. DePaul 44, Marquette 41. Enright to trigger in front court, baseline right, plays catch with Benson. Corner three, Enright hit the side of the backboard. Rebound, Benson, layup, makes it home. DePaul ends a scoring drought of 2+ minutes, and the Demons are up by 5 over number 7 Marquette. 46-41, 16.5 minutes to go in the second half. Chase Ross off to the right, left of the circle. Joplin. Demons continue to play that zone. Inside pass left of the lane. It's Cam Jones, spins inside the paint. Now flips left, loses control of the ball, picks it up in the corner. 10 to shoot. Pass up high, Norman in the corner. Left side, Ross roaming baseline on Meyer. Drives, foul call.
Aggressive play there. That's one of the few times that Marquette has been able to get inside the three-point line and get something to go. But Jacob Meyer there defensively picks up that foul. But still, aggressive defense by the Demons has really been tough on the Golden Eagles.
So Chase Ross at the line trying to stop a scoring drought for Marquette of 3.5 minutes. The first free throw goes down. DePaul 46, Marquette 42. 16:08 to go. Second half. Is tonight the night for the Blue Demons as they look to stop a 38-game Big East regular season losing streak. Chase Ross, left-handed player, bends the knees, flicks the wrist, and puts home the second free throw and makes it a 46-43 game. DePaul with the lead, 16:08 remaining. Connor Enright facing full court pressure along the far sideline. Near sideline pass, D'Amico stops the dribble, gives to Enright, who crosses the line straight away. Enright holds up an index finger with the left hand, yo-yos with the right. Enright, checked by Norman. Alley-oop, Benson, ball knocked away, picked up by Marquette. Into the hands of Jones. Gives to Ross, right of the lane, and he's fouled.
I thought there was going to be a traveling call there. He had a tough time. He was going full speed, put on the brakes. Looked like he dragged his pivot foot, but foul on the Demons.
And that leads to our first official timeout of the second half. 15:43 remaining. DePaul on top of 7th-ranked Marquette, 46-43. Zach Saidman, Dave Corzine with you. The Silver Fox, John Carey, helping us to the speakers of your radio as well as all of your smart devices. And Sam Cohen of DePaul University making sure everything is running smoothly. Blue Demon Nation, help bring the dream home. Make a gift today to the DePaul Athletics Capital Campaign and support more than 200 student athletes. Learn more and donate by visiting dreambigcampaign.depaul.edu. What a game so far for the Blue Demons, Dave. They are shooting nearly 60% from the field.
Yeah, and that's because they're attacking the basket. And as you mentioned earlier, Zach, with that attacking the basket, what that does is not only give them opportunities at the rim, but it opens up the perimeter, and it makes the Golden Eagles have to play the outside in instead of inside out, where they were able to just guard the three-point line and keep us off the perimeter. We're pretty much live and die on those three-point shots, and we have come around now to where we're attacking the basket. We've got 19 buckets in this game, and we've assisted on 14 of those. Only 5 have been three-pointers. So demons are doing their damage inside the three-point line in this game. That's what Marquette looking, as you look at our scouting report, Marquette wants to keep us on the perimeter and not allow us to get inside. But the defense has been what's the difference. That zone has really screwed Marquette up.
Yeah,
They're having trouble.
Marquette 1 of 6, Dave, since halftime from the field, 0 of 4 from three-point territory. And they saw it in the first half, and clearly it surprised them. And DePaul had a 1-point lead at the end of the first 20 minutes of play. So you figured they would talk about it in the halftime locker room and at least come up with a workable plan, because it's not the first time this season Marquette has seen a zone, but it's still giving them issues here.
Giving them a lot of trouble. Again, Marquette really only able to score off of miscues by the Demons, turnovers, or missed shots. We talked about Marquette working on getting 38 deflections. They lead the Big East in steals. We're averaging over 10 steals a game. Their bread and butter is being in passing lanes and disrupting your offense. The Demons have done a great job of getting past that initial defensive thrust and taking it to the rim. And as long as they're able to get shots at the rim and shoot at this kind of a percentage, that really prevents Marquette from running out. We're shooting almost 60% from the floor. Very tough to run a transition when you have to take it inbounds after a made basket. And DePaul's already put 46 points on the board.
Marquette entering play tonight 14-2 this season, including 5-0 in Big East play. The Blue Demons 0-6 in the conference. It's been almost exactly 2 years since DePaul last won a Big East regular season game, but they've got the three-point advantage here with 15:43 remaining in the game. Chase Ross is at the line for Marquette. He misses the first free throw. It's short.
Ross with 6 points in today's game. He's coming off 27-point performance in Marquette's win against Georgetown.
Ross, 6'5" junior guard from Dallas. Here's the second free throw. It's good. 2-point game. DePaul 46, number 7 Marquette 44. 15:43 remaining. Second half. Full court pressure by the Golden Eagles. Gunn has it along the near sideline in the backcourt. Far sideline pass now for Enright, who spins to the middle and crosses the timeline on Trey Norman. Enright with a left-handed dribble off a curl, head of the key to Miko. Veers off to the right, guarded by Gold. Head of the key now Benson, working on Joplin, hands off to Meyer, top of the circle. Meyer veers right of the circle, backs it out and plays catch with Enright. Back to Meyer, head of the key, driving left, trips up, gets it to Enright, left corner. Behind him, Gunn for 3. Too strong. Weak side rebound taken down by Cam Jones for Marquette. Here come the Golden Eagles. Marquette at the head of the key. Jones veers left of the circle. Off to the right, Joplin fakes a 3. Gives to Gold, right corner, pass swatted out of bounds by C.J. Gunn along the far sideline.
C.J. Gunn playing some defense, too. He's leading scorer right now for the Demons with 14 points. He's hustling on both ends of the floor.
Enright sits back in the game. Layden blocker, 15:04 remaining. Second half, DePaul 46, Marquette 44. Golden Eagles with the ball, 19 to shoot when Cam Jones puts it in play in the front court along the left sideline. Gets the ball from the official Tommy Morrissey and hands off now to Chase Ross near the midcourt stripe off to the right. A bounce pass left of the circle. Jones has it with a right-handed dribble. Veers left. He's in the corner now with under 10 to shoot. Jones spins left of the lane. Floater up. Oh, a pretty move. The teardrop goes down.
That was a nice little spin move there. That gives him 8 points. 10 points. He moves into double figures with 10 points. He's averaging almost 20 a game.
Game tied at 46. DePaul and Marquette, 14.5 minutes to go. Blocker drives left. Floats up a righty runner. No good. Fight for the rebound. Taken down by Norman for Marquette. So now the Golden Eagles can retake the lead. Jones head of the key. Veers off to the right. Spins to the elbow. Inside the paint. Corner pass. 3 on the way for Ross. That's no good from the left side. Fight for the rebound. Benson yanks it down with both hands. He was fighting Gold for the ball. Into the hands of Troy D'Amico, who brings it up along the far sideline, centers it now to Blocker across the line. Blocker not wearing glasses tonight. squinting and looking at the DePaul bench for the call. He gets it from Chris Holtman. Fears off to the left. Uses a screen from Benson. Blitzed by a double team. Head of the key. Blocker now off to the right. Near the midcourt stripe. 5 to shoot. Off to the left. A 3. Blocked. Meyer took the shot. Gets the ball. Fires up a 3. Off glass. No good. And a shot clock violation is called on DePaul.
Demons looking for a foul on that. Then Marquette knocked Jacob Meyer down to the floor. No call. It was a desperation shot that he got off. But give Marquette credit defensively there.
So the Demons on a scoring drought of nearly 3 minutes now. 13:47 to go. 46 all DePaul and 7th ranked Marquette here at Wintrust Arena.
Ball back in that zone.
Across the line, Cam Jones between the circles. Marquette looking to retake the lead. Jones feeds Joplin off to the left for 3. That's no good at the side of the rim. Rebound Rivera for DePaul into the hands of Enright across the line, down the right sideline. He's working on Chase Ross. Uses a screen from Benson, blitzed by a double team from Gold. Enright spins out of it. Fears left of the circle. Enright stops the dribble, needs help. A bounce pass left wing. Rivera holds the ball over his head. Now the Demons spread out in the half court. Blocker with a screen and a foul has been called on Marquette. David Joplin picks up the personal. That's Joplin's first personal. He's having a big game for Marquette tonight, 15 points. Now Ben Gold sits as Shaka Smart makes a substitution for Marquette. And a freshman from Pittsburgh, Royce Parham, re-enters the game. DePaul ball, 46 all, 13:07 to go here in the second half against number 7 Marquette. Isaiah Rivera will put it in play in the front court along the left sideline. Demons stack up in front of Rivera. And now Enright gets the ball near the midcourt stripe straight away. 15 to shoot for DePaul. Enright drives right, angle cut off, so he spins into three-point territory. Bounce pass inside Benson, double team, and he's fouled.
Great pass inside by Connor Enright. Good patience that time by the Demons, looking for inside move there by N.J. Benson. Good pass inside. N.J. Benson strong, catching the ball and taking up, drawing the foul.
Parham picks up his first personal. That's 14 fouls now on Marquette. And Marquette makes a substitution. Ross sits and Mitchell back in. 12:56 to go. 46 all DePaul and 7th ranked Marquette. Alley-oop, too strong. Enright on the trigger to Benson. Marquette comes up with the ball. Joplin has it at the free throw line. Loops a pass inside. Ball knocked away. Stolen by Benson. And now it's taken away by Cam Jones. Layup banks it home from the right side. And Marquette retakes the lead thanks to a steal. 48-46. Golden Eagles on top of the Blue Demons. The Marquette faithful here at Wintrust Arena on its feet. Demons basketball looking to tie or take the lead on this possession. Enright has it straight away. Fears off to the left. Enright spins to the top of the key. Gives to Gunn off to the right. Shakes the shoulders. Drives inside the paint. Fall away. Jump shot from the free throw line. It goes down. Demons tie up the game. 48 all. Coming up on 12 minutes remaining in the game. Golden Eagles with the basketball. Norman has it off the right. Ball knocked away by Blocker. And it is loose. Picked up by Enright. Lead feed Rivera. Hangs in the air. Layup no good. Put back by Blocker. Banks it in. DePaul takes the lead. 50-48 over 7th ranked Marquette. Under 12 minutes remaining. Jones head of the key. Off to the right. Norman drives. Angle cut off. Pass up high. Jones in the corner. Joplin left side. Joplin across the paint, left to right, up fake, puts up a wild runner, no good, but he got fouled on the play, and David Joplin will shoot 2. First, though, an official timeout. What action in this second half, 11:38 to go. How about the DePaul Blue Demons leading number 7 Marquette, 50-48.
This is getting crazier and crazier. I don't know what percentage of people in this place are Marquette fans, DePaul fans, but I think it's pretty evenly distributed. There's a lot of Marquette people who drove down from Milwaukee for this game to watch their team play, and what a game they're getting. I don't think anybody expected to get this kind of resistance from the Blue Demons here tonight, and especially they got out to an 11-point lead early as soon as the game started. It looked like it was going to be a one-sided affair, but the Demons aren't giving up, and they've come out They changed up defense into that zone, and they were able to stop Marquette from getting multiple shots, so keep Marquette on the perimeter. Marquette's living and dying by that three-point shot. At halftime, they had made 8 out of 16. They're now 8 of 22. So second half, Marquette 0 for 6 from the perimeter, and Demons forcing them to stay on that perimeter, and they've been very successful.
Follow the Blue Demons wherever you go. The official DePaul Blue Demons app features live and on-demand video content, in-game stats, score updates, the latest apparel, and more. Download the official DePaul Blue Demons app today at DePaulBlueDemons.com/app. Demons were down by as many as 11 points in the first half. They rallied to take the lead heading into the halftime locker room, and it's been a little bit of a seesaw game here in the second, but DePaul on top as we speak. 11:38 remaining. And it's the Blue Demons leading 7th-ranked Marquette 50-48, the 136th all-time meeting between these two long-standing rivals. Blue Demons looking to win their first regular season Big East game in 727 days. And this is as good of a shot as they've had since last week when they went to overtime against Seton Hall.
Yeah, remember they've lost 2 games in conference play in overtime. So the Providence game, they had a lead late, and Seton Hall, we keep talking about a 19-point second-half lead. We let get away, but you've got to play pretty good basketball to get those types of leads. Unfortunately, Demons not able to finish those games out, but hopefully they've learned from experience the things they need to do to win, not only compete. In the second half here, you see how these teams have picked it up defensively. Marquette now shooting only 3 of 10. Now 0 for 6, including 0 for 6 from the perimeter. Demons, who shot almost 60% in the first half, are 5 for 12, 40%. They have not made a three-pointer in the second half either. They're 0 for 4. Combined, these two teams are 0 for 10. Neither one of them have made a three-point shot in the second half, and I think that's because the intensity of the defensive intensity is picked up dramatically.
C.J. Gunn leading the way for the Blue Demons tonight. He's got 16 points, but plenty of other contributors as well this evening. 5 on the floor for DePaul, a backcourt of Enright, Blocker, and Rivera. C.J. Gunn has slid over to a forward position, and the big man, N.J. Benson, is in there as well. Marquette at the free throw line. David Joplin to shoot 2. He's the leading scorer tonight for the Golden Eagles with 15. Joplin always plays at his best at Wintrust Arena, puts up the first free throw. Back rim, no. It remains a 2-point game. DePaul 50, Marquette 48, 11:38 to go. 2 years ago, Joplin had 28 points, a career high here at Wintrust. Last year, 21.
Joplin up 93% free throw shooter, now 1 for 4 in today's game.
He missed
5.
the second. Rebound, Benson. You need a little luck, and the Demons are getting it tonight. Connor Enright with the ball. Left to right across the line goes Enright. Checked by Mitchell on the big DePaul logo at center court. Enright spins left. Uses a Benson screen. He's at the top of the key. Now drives right. Almost lost control of the wall. Gives the blocker off to the right. A bounce pass left of the circle. Gun for 3. Bullseye! C.J. Gunn continues to light it up. He's got 19 points, and the Blue Demons up 53-48. 11 minutes to go against 7th-ranked Marquette here at Wintrust Arena. Off to the right, Jones for 3. Short rebound, Rivera. Into the hands of Connor Enright. The Demons on a 7-0 run. Enright huffing and puffing across the line. Working on Mitchell. Dribbles left. Gets a Rivera screen. Dribbles right. Now he's straight away. Fears left of the circle. Up top, Rivera shakes the shoulders. Gives to Enright. Hop step left of the lane. Loops a pass up high. Rivera, and he's fouled. Stevie Mitchell got him.
That's the 15th foul now on Marquette. Demons with only 3 team fouls in this half, so continue to be aggressive. Pick up some fouls to get to the free throw line.
Marquette on a scoring drought of 2+ minutes. DePaul 53. Marquette 48, 10:29 to go, second half. Rivera triggers in along the near sideline, feeds blocker straight away, uses a gun screen, veers left, accelerates to the hole, stops, up top, gun for 3, back rim, no, left of the circle, rebound Enright, tap the blocker, now to Rivera, corner 3, blocked, rebound Benson in the corner. whips it inside, left of the lane. It's gone. Turnaround jump, no good. And a loose ball foul called on Layden Blocker under the basket.
Great hustle by the Demons to get second, third shot opportunities. They couldn't get that one to go down, but great hustle. They're doing a nice job of running down that loose ball. Marquette's getting everything they can want.
It took a few games in Big East play for these new Blue Demons to understand that kind of physical nature you have to approach a conference game, but they're definitely here. They've arrived tonight in terms of that physicality. 10:09 remaining here in the second half. DePaul 53, Marquette 48. Wholesale substitutions for the Blue Demons. They've got Jacob Meyer back in there. David Skogman has returned. And now the Demons applying full court pressure. Ross beats it across the line, feeds Jones head of the key. Left corner, Joplin wide open for three. Short. Fight for the rebound. It's taken down by Rivera into the hands of Blocker, who operates as the point man with Enright on the bench on this possession. Blocker drives left, whips a pass. Corner three, Meyer. No good from the right side. Rebound taken down now by Parham into the hands of Jones across the line. Down the left side. Gives to Norman behind him. Now up top, it's Joplin, and he knocks down a tray to make it a 2-point game. DePaul 53, Marquette 51. 9.5 minutes to go.
That's the first three made by either team here in the second half.
Joplin with 18 points now. At the head of the key, Blocker drives right, hangs in the air, whips a pass left side, 3-point territory. Rivera fakes it, gives to Gunn, three on the way. Back rim, no, top of the key. Rebound tapped off the glass by Skogman, no good. And Marquette comes up with a rebound. Here's Ross across the line straight away. Fears off to the left. Up top, Norman. Back left side, it's Ross. 9 minutes remaining. DePaul hanging on to a 2-point lead. Jones has it right of the circle. Check by Meyer. Spins to the top of the key. Driving left. Hangs in the air. Wild floater. Goes down and the foul. So Marquette ties up the game at 53. And now Marquette will go to the line and try and take the lead.
And that's where they've been able to be effective. Inside, they just knocked on their first 3-point shot of the second half. But Demons doing a great job of keeping Marquette on the perimeter. There's another example of them. They are able to penetrate. They get to the free throw line and pick up that foul. They have another chance here at a 3-point play to take the lead back.
Cam Jones this season, a 75% free throw shooter. He's got 14 points. This is his first trip to the line tonight. 8:55 to go. DePaul and Marquette tied at 53, but Jones looking to give the Golden Eagles the lead. He can't miss the free throw. Demons come up with a rebound.
Marquette 4 out of 10 now from the free throw line in this game.
So DePaul looking to retake the lead here on this possession. Connor Enright across the line straight away. Veers off to the left. Uses a gun screen, spins to the top of the key, penetrates straight down the lane. Hesitation dribble, layup with the right hand, too strong. Rebound taken down by Norman for the Golden Eagles. 53 all, DePaul and Marquette. Joplin, left side three. In and out. Rebound Skogman. DePaul ball. Connor Enright's got it. Races into the front court, down the left sideline with a right-handed dribble. Shovel toss, Skogman fakes the top of the key, three. Drives right, gives the gun in the corner. Roams baseline, hangs in the air. Layup, oh, swatted out of bounds. From behind by Joplin, all the way to the far sideline, but the Demons maintain possession.
What athletes we got out there right now. CJ Gunn did like a triple pump as he got past his defender, got to the rim, and then they came back from behind, and he thought he had an open layup at that point. They got it from behind. Great play defensively.
Substitution for DePaul, Isaiah Rivera re-enters, and CJ Gunn will get a breather. It's been 3 minutes since the Demons last scored a point. They're tied at 53 with 7th-ranked Marquette, 8:14 remaining, second half here at Wintrust Arena. Connor Enright has the ball on the big DePaul logo at center court. Uses a D'Amico screen, spins left, uses a Skogman screen, spins right, blitz by a double team, now penetrates down the right sideline, swarmed by another double team, kick out left corner, Rivera off balance three, got it with the shot clock expiring, and the Demons take the lead! A miracle shot by Rivera! 56-53, DePaul on top over 7th-ranked Marquette. 7:45 to go. Ross off to the left, right side Jones. He drives on Meyer, now under the basket. Angle cut off by Skogman, spins the other way, up fake. Can't get a shot off. Whips a pass now to Norman, off to the right in 3-point territory. 10 to shoot. Joplin has it, head of the key, checked by Rivera. Joplin crossover dribble, drives right. Now falls to the deck. What's the call? It looked like a travel.
I
It
think
wasn't
they're gonna
called. They
on
called a
Jacob
foul on Jacob Meyer of the Blue Demons.
Reach-in foul there. There was contact.
Official timeout. 7:25 to go. Man, oh man, what a night. DePaul leading 7th-ranked Marquette 56-53. And for Meyer, that's his 4th personal.
And the 6th team foul on the Demons. So next foul will put Marquette at the line, which may not be a bad thing the way Marquette is shooting the ball here from the free throw line in the first and up to this point in the game. They're an 81% free throw shooting team in conference play. Overall, a 76% free throw shooting team. Not tonight. 4 out of 10. They've missed 6 free throws, which obviously would give them the lead if they knock down those free throws. But right now, the Demons forcing them again on the perimeter. They're not able to make any of those perimeter jump shots. First half, again, 8 out of 16. They're 9 out of 26. So the second half, Marquette has shot 1 out of 10 from behind the three-point line. And give the Demons credit, making sure they only get 1 shot at it and then get back. Right now, the Demons out rebounding Marquette 35-22.
At DePaul University, students aren't just preparing for the real world, they're living in it. DePaul University awards scholarships to 98% of incoming freshmen. That's over $57 million in scholarships every year. Go all in pursuing your future. Start your application today at choose.depaul.edu. What a night for DePaul. 7:25 to go, second half here at Wintrust Arena. The Blue Demons leading 7th-ranked Marquette 56-53. Blue Demons haven't won a Big East regular season game since January 18th of 2023 when DePaul upset then number 8 Xavier 73-72 here at Wintrust Arena. Since then, the Blue Demons have lost 38 consecutive Big East regular season games. Meantime, Marquette has won 5 in a row since conference play started this season. The 7th-ranked Golden Eagles have a record of 14-2, including 5-0 in Big East play. But Marquette has not played in a week. Their last game was a victory over Georgetown a week ago tonight, and maybe they were a little rusty. Maybe they took the Blue Demons lightly. They weren't prepared for some of the wrinkles that Chris Holtmann threw Marquette's way, including a zone defense, which we have rarely seen this season from DePaul.
Yeah, that certainly is like Marquette off balance here. They don't know how to attack that zone. What a difference between the first half and the second half, though. Demons had a 40-39 lead at the half, a rather high-scoring first half, shooting almost 60%. The Marquette Golden Eagles shooting almost just 50% for the game and 50% from the three-point line. The difference here in the second half, now both teams shooting 33% in the half. Marquette 1 for 10 from 3, Demons 2 for 10. So the defense is picked up dramatically here in the second half.
Marquette ball out of the timeout, 18 to shoot. Ross has it off to the left. Demons playing a 2-3 zone. At the head of the key, it's Joplin dribbling with the left hand. Holds the ball up over his head. Now in the corner, it's Ross. Dribbles up high, gives to Jones. 3-point range to the left, 5 to shoot. Is he looking at the clock? Step back 3 on the way. The line drive won't go. Long rebound out to Enright of DePaul. And Enright slowly walks it into the front court, left to right. Under 7 minutes to go. Blue Demons 56, Marquette 53. Pass to the left side, knocked away, picked up by Enright near the midcourt stripe. Enright working on Mitchell. Waits for Benson's screen, gets it, spins to the top of the key, stops at the free throw line. Backs it out in the three-point territory, off to the right. Under 10 to shoot for DePaul. Gunn off to the right. Backing in, fall away jump shot from the baseline. Short. And we've got a foul, loose ball foul under the basket. It's on Marquette.
N.J. Benson fighting for that loose ball rebound. Ben Gold picks up that foul. There's 1 second left on the shot clock when we got that shot off. Now the ball's going to go back to the Demons under their own basket with 20 seconds to go. 6:37 in the game.
So Enright will trigger in, front court baseline left. Loops a pass to Benson, left of the lane, back to Enright, 3-point range to the left. 6.5 minutes to go. DePaul holding on to a 3-point lead. Enright has it, left elbow. Now dribbles to the top of the key, kick out, 3 on the way. C.J. Gunn misses from the right side. Ball banging all over the place and picked up by Chase Ross into the front court. Joplin roams left baseline, hangs in the air, layup, no good, but he got fouled on the play. Joplin will go to the line and shoot 2.
It's the only place they've got any success in offensively. This Marquette team is off either missed shots or turnovers. Demons doing a nice job not turning the ball over. They've got 10 for the game, but Marquette averages a lot more than that. If we can just hang on to the ball, force them into that half-court offense against that zone, they're having a lot of problems.
Joplin second in the Big East in free throw shooting at 89%. Here's the first. He puts it home. 2-point game, 56-54. DePaul over 7th-ranked Marquette, 6:18 remaining. Gunn sits. Layden Blocker back in. So the Demons have a three-man backcourt of Enright, Rivera, and Blocker with Benson and D'Amico up front. David Joplin, 19 points. Bends the knees, flicks the right wrist, and puts in the free throw. So it's a 1-point game. DePaul 56, number 7 Marquette 55. 6:18 to go. Demons facing full court pressure. D'Amico triggers in. Far corner, it's Connor Enright. And now the Golden Eagles drop back because Enright is so proficient handling the basketball. Spins by Mitchell. Enright straight down the lane. Scoop left with the right hand. He gets it to go. It rolled around the rim and dropped in. Beautiful move by Enright. DePaul takes a 58-55 lead under 6 minutes remaining. Marquette with the basketball. Off to the left. It's Jones. Now left of the circle. Joplin holds the ball by his right shoulder. Now puts it on the floor. Dribbles to the top of the key. Turns right. Spins left in the paint. Wild floater with the right hand. Back rim. It drops in. 58-57. 5:37 to go here in the second half. DePaul leading number 7 Marquette. Connor Enright huffing and puffing. Left to right across the line with a right-handed dribble. Wearing that black shoulder harness on the right side. Mitchell all over him. Left wing D'Amico. Head of the key Benson. Hands off to Enright between the rings. Now blitz by a double team. Gives to Benson at the free throw line. Kick out right corner. Blocker's got the ball. Dribbles up top. Blocker now penetrates at the free throw line. Hops into the paint. Lost the ball. It rolls out of bounds. Last touch, Blue Demons. Chris Holtman is furious, saying that was off Marquette. Blocker arguing the call as well. They're not going to change it. Marquette ball. So the Golden Eagles can take the lead on this possession. DePaul 58, Marquette 57. 5 minutes to go. Cam Jones off to the right, left of the circle. Ross drives, kick out. Mitchell, right corner. Now right wing. Jones for three. In and out. Rebound taken down by Benson for DePaul. Enright slowly walks it up across the line, down the far sideline, into the front court, and the Demons call time. 4:42 to go. It's DePaul 58, number 7 Marquette 57. Zach Zaidman, Dave Corzine with you. What a night here at Wintrust Arena. Is tonight the first night in almost exactly 2 years that the Demons walk away with a Big East regular season win.
Start a little bit of a winning streak here after coming off this losing streak. Right now, Demons out-rebounding Marquette 38-23. That's been a huge difference. Marquette had 5 offensive rebounds at the half. 4 offensive rebounds at the half. They've only got 1 in the second half, and the Demons got now 10 offensive rebounds. They are outscored Marquette 12-6 on second chance points. They're ahead of Marquette points in the paint, 30-22. Bench points, Marquette still hasn't had a point scored off their bench. They're relying on the Demons. They're relying on their starting 5 to score all of their points. Demons with a lot better depth than this Marquette team right now. They've got 15 points off the bench, 7 by Layden Blocker. Isaiah Rivera now with 8 points. And Demons are doing a nice job. Again, it's all starting in the defensive end with the zone.
And on the boards, it's been few and far between that we've said this season. Blue Demons have a major edge rebounding-wise, 38-23 over Marquette. The Blue Demons with 12 second chance points, in large part because they've got 10 offensive rebounds. And you can make a case that's one of the big differences in this game. 12-6, DePaul outscoring Marquette when it comes to second chance points. The other big thing is you talked about the defense and the wrinkle of showing different looks. that has really stifled Marquette. Blue Demons also have 15 points off the bench. Marquette 0. Not quite a surprise because the Blue Demons play a whole bunch of different players. Marquette relies on the 5 starters, but they have not been able to pick up the slack.
Both Troy D'Amico and N.J. Benson with 8 rebounds apiece. N.J. Benson on the verge of another double-double since he's moved into the starting lineup. I think this would be his 3rd double-double since he's moved into the starting lineup. All those in Big East play, so those did not come cheaply against some of those teams that we played in pre-conference action. But this is his 7th game starting. I think would be his 3rd double. He's got 8 points right now, only on 4 shots. He's 4 for 4 from the field to go with 8 rebounds. He's got 8 points, 8 rebounds. C.J. Gunn leading all scorers for the Demons with 19 points. David Joplin with 22 for the Golden Eagles.
DePaul ball in the front court, out of the timeout with 20 to shoot. Layden Blocker off to the left, drives on Jones, stops mid-post, left of the lane, gives to Gunn, roaming left baseline, spins inside the paint, fall-away jump shot with the right hand, no good. Rebound taken down by Cam Jones. Quick outlet to Joplin across the line, down the left sideline. DePaul 58, Marquette 57, 4:20 to go, second half. Jones, three-point range to the right, gives to Chase Ross near the mid-court stripe. Off to the right, uses a Mitchell screen. Ross spins to the top of the key with a left-handed dribble. Loops a pass at the free throw line. Jones now gives to Mitchell in the paint, floater up. It rolls in, and Marquette takes the lead. 59-58 over DePaul. 4 minutes to go. The Golden Eagle fans making a lot of noise here at Wintrust. And right off to the right in three-point territory. Spins to the top of the key, working on Joplin. Stops. Corner pass Blocker, roaming baseline, hop step in the paint, kick out left side, D'Amico for 3, in and out. Rebound taken down by Chase Ross for Marquette. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Marquette with the lead, 59-58 over DePaul. Ross has the ball, three-point range to the right. Loops a pass to the free throw line. Jones spins, lefty runner, no good. Rebound loose, it rolls out of bounds. Who touched it last?
It's going to go back to Marquette.
It's Marquette ball. And that leads to a timeout. Boy, the Blue Demons have gone on a scoring drought at the worst time. They haven't put a point on the board in the last 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And Marquette has retaken the lead. 59-58 over DePaul. 3:24 remaining here in half number 2. Rush is proud to be the official health system and healthcare provider of DePaul Athletics, driven by discovery, innovation, and a deep responsibility for the health of our communities. Rush is a national leader in outstanding patient care, education, research, community partnerships, and empowering a new generation of healthcare providers. Visit rush.edu for more information and to find a location near you. If a DePaul fan just flipped on the radio and has started listening to us, and the Blue Demons are down by 1 to the 7th-ranked team in the country with 3:24 to go, how's this happen?
I don't know, but everybody's excited about it. If you just turn this on, you have a chance to watch or listen to the Blue Demons come up with a huge victory. Or Connor Enright, 9 assists. Again, he's second in the Big East, one of the top 10 assist men in college basketball. In Division I basketball, he's in the top 10. He's got another 9 assists tonight. His counterpart, Cam Jones, with 8 assists. Cam Jones, though, with 8 assists, no turnovers. Connor Enright, 9 assists, 5 turnovers. Demons with 11 turnovers in the game. Marquette leads the nation in fewest turnovers per game at about 9 turnovers a game. They only have 5 turnovers tonight. They will not beat themselves, but what will beat them is if they continue to shoot as poorly as they have from the perimeter. In the second half, they are 1 for 12, and the Demons have done a great job of keeping them outside, forcing them to take those long threes, and they aren't going in for Marquette so far in the second half.
If you're just tuning in, Demons were down by as many as 11 points in the first half. They rallied to take a 1-point lead into the halftime locker room. And in this second half, the Blue Demons have been going back and forth with Marquette. The Golden Eagles on top of the seesaw. This is a game that's featured many back and forth lead changes, but the Blue Demons have gone scoreless for the last 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So the Golden Eagles on top, 59-58. with 3:24 to go. The game has featured 8 lead changes tonight. Demons looking to snap a Big East losing streak of 38 consecutive games without a regular season Big East win.
Last time we did it was against Xavier, who was the top 10 team in the country at that point. Once again here, top 10 team in the country have a chance to knock off and end this losing streak.
3:24 to go. 7th ranked Marquette 59, DePaul 58. The Golden Eagles will trigger in. Mitchell, front court baseline right, loops a pass, right wing behind the arc. Jones, head of the circle. Joplin back to Cam Jones, off to the right, guarded by Enright. Jones spins inside the paint, hangs in the air, flips it out left side. Ross puts him on the floor, in the paint, floater with the left hand, too strong. Rebound, CJ Gunn of DePaul, races into the front court. Now right of the circle, waits for his teammates to play catch-up. Demons can retake the lead on this possession. 3 minutes to go. Marquette 59, DePaul 58. Enright has it between the circles, near the midcourt stripe. Now he accelerates, three-point range to the right, stops the dribble, timeout. Demons did not like the look that they had, so they called time with 9 to shoot. 2:51 remaining here in the second half. 7th ranked Marquette on top of DePaul, 59-58.
They just came off a game, not quite like this, but a game that ended in this type of ending, a close game both ways. Seton Hall came back from that 19-point deficit they had there in the second half. And Xavier has a tough game also back home here, but this is a game. DePaul's been in some close ones. They've lost 2 in overtime. This is a game they want to pull out.
Now, Dave, the Blue Demons have just 1 timeout remaining in this game. Marquette has 3. 2:51 to go. It's the Golden Eagles 59, the Blue Demons 58. Experience the excitement live at Wintrust Arena. Tickets to upcoming games are on sale now at DePaulBlueDemons.com/tickets. Again, that's DePaulBlueDemons.com/tickets.
Both teams now in the bonus at the free throw line. And again, Marquette has only made 6 out of 12. Demons have only shot 4 free throws here the whole game. They made 3 out of 4. So free throws haven't been a factor to this point, but they may be going down to the last 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
Right, 9 to shoot when the Demons put it in play. Front court, along the right sideline, Troy D'Amico will trigger in. Gets the ball from the official, Tommy Morrissey, holds it chest high, waits for a cutter, and a chest pass to Jacob Meyer at the head of the key. Meyer veers left, drives, pull up, jump, left of the lane, rolls around the rim, drops in! Demons take the lead! 60-59 over 7th ranked Marquette. 2:37 to go. At the free throw line, it's Mitchell. Kick out, Joplin off to the right of the lane. Spins inside the paint. Fall away shot. Blocked by Benson. Demons come up with the loose ball. And right across the line, down the right sideline. Dribbles to the corner. What inspired play by DePaul. Meyer giving them the lead. Benson with the big block. Demons play catch along the perimeter. Meyer has it off to the right in three-point territory. Loses the ball. Taken away by Ross. One-on-one with Enright. Now flips behind the goal. The right-handed power stuff to put Marquette ahead. 61-60. Under 2 minutes to go.
Can't turn the ball over like that.
Enright, head of the key. Gives to D'Amico off to the left. Stops. Bounce pass. Benson left of the lane. Up high. It's D'Amico left of the circle. Enright's got it at the top of the key. Checked by Ross. Enright, deep 3. Bullseye! Bullseye! Demons take the lead! 63-61 over 7th ranked Marquette. A minute 35 to go. Golden Eagles with the ball. Chase Ross off to the right. Ross now dribbled to the top of the key. Bounce pass left. Jones in three-point territory. Up high, Ross fakes a 3. Drives right. Stops at the elbow. To Jones. Right circle 3. Back rim, no. CJ Gunn grabs the rebound. Approaching a minute to go. DePaul 63. Number 7 Marquette 61. Enright on the big DePaul logo in the front court. At center court. Being hounded by Mitchell. And a timeout called by Chris Holtman, the final one of the game for the Blue Demons.
Yeah, interesting to call a timeout then. They've got 14 seconds to go on the shot clock. Marquette doing a nice job defensively for hounding Connor Enright there on the perimeter. 14 seconds to go. They're going to diagram something here. This is a big possession. 2-point lead. A score here would make it a 2-possession game with under a minute to go. And the Demons have a chance here again to end this losing streak and send Marquette home with a loss.
The Blue Demons haven't won a Big East regular season game in 727 days. They're a minute away. Blue Demons 63. Number 7 Marquette 61. With exactly 1 minute remaining in tonight's ball game. What a game. Blue Demons shooting nearly 50% from the field. CJ Gunn, the high scorer with 19. Connor Enright, the biggest three of the game moments ago to put DePaul ahead. Enright with 7 points to go along with 9 assists.
Again, Marquette at the half was 8 out of 16 from behind the three-point line. Now they're 9 out of 29, so they have made 1 out of 13 three-point shot attempts in the second half, and that happened primarily because of that zone that the Demons are playing, forcing them to stay on the perimeter. The only points that Marquette's been able to score is when they're able to get the ball inside. Obviously, they've had no luck at all on three-point shooting.
Demons have no timeouts remaining. Marquette with 3. 1 minute to go. CJ Gunn will trigger in the front court for DePaul along the right sideline. He flips to Enright near the midcourt, strikes straight away. 63-61 the DePaul lead. Enright drives right, hangs in the air, wild floater, shot no, but you heard the whistle, he got fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Connor Enright and DePaul.
Troy D'Amico with the big screen at the top of the floor there. A pretty good screen. It could have been called an offensive foul. You know how often they call those screens offensive foul. But let's see. Connor Enright, who goes to the line, 2 big free throws.
Enright this season is a 62% free throw shooter. The first one goes down. DePaul up 64-61 over number 7 Marquette. 54.4 seconds remaining. 1 more free throw for Connor Enright.
Marquette has all 3 of their timeouts left.
The second free throw is good for Enright. And DePaul takes a 4-point lead over the 7th-ranked team in the country, Marquette, with 54.4 seconds to go. Cam Jones across the line for the Golden Eagles at the head of the key. Veers off to the right, loops a pass in the corner. Joplin fakes a 3, back up high. It's Jones for 3, drills it from the right side.
It's only the second one they made in the half.
Timeout Marquette, 44.8 seconds remaining. DePaul 65, 7th-ranked Marquette 64.
Here we go, 44 seconds remaining. Demons have a full 30 seconds on their shot clock here with their possession. Obviously, there'll be about 15 seconds to go at the least when Marquette gets the ball back after this. But the Demons up by 1. A score here again, depending on what it is. A three-pointer puts them up 2 possessions. If they can get a bucket here and make it a 3-point game, they'll force Marquette to make another 3. They've only made 2 the whole second half.
Less than a week ago, the Demons had to deal with a stressful late-game situation on the road at Seton Hall. They had a stressful late-game situation to begin Big East play here at home against Providence. They should be used to this now in Big East game number 7. 44.8 seconds remaining. It's DePaul 65, number 7 Marquette 64. Blue Demons trying to pull off the biggest of upsets. It's been almost exactly 2 years since the Blue Demons last won a regular season conference game. Demons have to go the full length of the floor. Troy D'Amico will trigger in. Marquette applying full court pressure. The Golden Eagles with 4 players in the backcourt. Joplin guarding the inbound passer, D'Amico, who gives to Enright in the far corner. And now Marquette drops back except for Stevie Mitchell, who's hounding Enright in the backcourt. Enright shielding with his left side, dribbling with his right, and crosses the timeline. 32 seconds remaining. DePaul with a 1-point lead. Enright waits for D'Amico's screen. Oh, he dribbled off his foot into the backcourt. A backcourt violation on the Blue Demons.
Marquette's going to take another timeout here.
Oh, man. 25.6 seconds remaining. And now Marquette will have the ball with an opportunity to take the lead. DePaul 65, 7th-ranked Marquette 64. The Blue Demons had the ball with their most trusted ball handler, Connor Enright, dribbling in the front court and then accidentally dribbled off his foot. It bounced into the backcourt for a violation. Marquette does such a terrific job of forcing turnovers, and yet it's this unforced error that could end up haunting the Blue Demons here. 25.6 seconds remaining. Blue Demons 65, Golden Eagles 64. What do you think there? Because the Blue Demons are out, which means Chris Holtman talking to his team right now is not just talking defense, he's also talking about the possibility of getting the ball back should Marquette score.
Yeah, obviously, if DePaul can get a stop here, they have a 1-point lead. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock. So DePaul, either way, worst case scenario, will have a little bit of time left. They don't have a timeout, as you mentioned, Zach. They'll have to come down with something. If they are able to get the stop, and again, they've done a great job defensively in the second half, holding Marquette to only 25 points, and Marquette only made 2 3-pointers. If they can keep Marquette on the perimeter and get a stop here, then it's just a matter of holding on to the ball and letting Marquette's going to have to take a foul here unless they can force another quick turnover.
Enright, Blocker, Gunn, Benson, and D'Amico, the 5 on the floor defensively for the Blue Demons. 25.6 seconds remaining. DePaul with a 1-point lead over 7th-ranked Marquette. Golden Eagle ball straight away in the front court. It's Cam Jones. What kind of defense are the Demons playing?
They're back in that zone.
Jones, left side, kick out in the corner. Mitchell fakes a 3. Roams, baseline, stops, left of the lane. Back in the corner, it's Jones, under 10 to shoot. Up high, Mitchell, left of the circle, drives, hopped up in the paint, kick out right side, Ross wide open for 3, and he knocks it down! 6.8 seconds remaining, Marquette's on top, 67-65, and right across the line. Dribble straight down the lane, layup, shot, block, whistle, is it a goaltend?
Yes!
It is! Demons tie up the game!
What a game!
Now the officials are meeting at center court to discuss what just transpired. If the goaltend counts, it'll be 67-67 with 2.4 seconds remaining, and the officials will head to the replay monitor. So now they're going to review it.
I think this is going to be a goaltending call after the review. That was a pretty obvious call, it seemed to me.
Lamar Simpson and Tommy Morrissey are taking a look right now at the replay monitor. They're using that electronic toggle. Dave, you're getting a chance to see the replay. What do you see, Dave?
It's very close. He touched the ball possibly on the way up. It's a close call. I don't know which way they're going to go with it. The ball was still on the way up. He pinned it against the glass. It's really a close call.
The officials continue to look at the replay monitor. Connor Enright.
I don't know if it's enough to reverse the call. I think it could have gone potentially either way. It'd have to be pretty obviously a wrong call to reverse it.
A lot on the line here. If it is goaltending on Marquette, we're tied 67-all with 2.4 seconds remaining. Connor Enright snuck through after Chase Ross hit the go-ahead 3 for Marquette. Enright flipped up a scoop shot with the right hand. The shot did not go. It was called goaltending on the floor. And now Tommy Morrissey, one of the officials, steps back. And the third official, Bert Smith, comes in to watch the replay alongside the lead official, Lamar Simpson.
This is some suspense here.
Blue Demons trying to stop a Big East regular season losing streak of 38 games. And just based on your reaction, Dave, after you saw the replay, it appears to be a clean block by Marquette. Let's see if there is enough to overturn.
It's tight. I don't know. They'd have to be obviously wrong.
All right. The officials continue to look.
Wow, that's close.
Goaltending remains the call. 67 all. DePaul and Marquette, 2.4 seconds remaining. And now they've adjusted the clock as well. They've added time. 3.1 seconds remaining in the game. Marquette will have the ball and an opportunity to win. 67 all. DePaul and 7th-ranked Marquette. Golden Eagles have to go the full length of the floor here.
Keep them in front of you.
Cam Jones to trigger in under the basket. Jones looking. Time called. Marquette uses its final timeout. So good defense by the Blue Demons to prevent an easy look there. And man, what drama here at Wintrust Arena. 3.1 seconds remaining. The Blue Demons trying to win their first Big East regular season game in 727 days. And moments ago, Connor Enright in the closing seconds tying the game up with a scoop layup. Goaltending violation on Marquette. The basket counted for the Blue Demons. Moments after Chase Ross had given Marquette a lead with a three-point shot. 67 all. DePaul and the 7th-ranked Marquette Golden Eagles with 3.1 seconds to go.
They need to keep these Golden Eagles in front of them, not let them get behind them. I imagine they might try something with a quick inbound pass, and then the inbounder sprint down the floor, try to get a shot off. But right now, Demons have to just make sure that they don't give up anything easy.
The 5 on the floor.
No fouls either.
The 5 on the floor, Dave, for DePaul. Enright, blocker, Gunn, D'Amico, and Benson defensively. And now Chase Ross will trigger in underneath the basket in the backcourt. Flips to Jones. Down the near sideline. Across. Wild three. No good. We're going to overtime. Woo. 67 all. DePaul and 7th-ranked Marquette. 40 minutes, not enough.
7 Big East games, the 3rd out of 7 that's gone into overtime. They came up empty on the first 2, but this game, as they were playing hard, they were giving Marquette everything they want. The zone defense has been very effective. Marquette having a hard time. The halftime score, 40-39, makes the second half 27-28. So the defense picked up dramatically by both teams in the second half as the intensity of the game picked up.
DePaul already playing its 3rd overtime game in conference play this season. Blue Demons are 1-2 in overtime. They won their opener, which went into the extra session against Southern Indiana here at Wintrust Arena. A loss to Providence in the Big East opener here at Wintrust, and the Blue Demons then lost to Seton Hall last week in overtime. That was a gut punch of a loss. Blue Demons never trailed in regulation. Seton Hall tied the game up with a wide open 3 with 4.5 seconds remaining in the second half, and then the Pirates took their first lead of the game in overtime, going on to beat the Demons 85-80. Tonight, there have been 12 lead changes, and this is the 7th time the game has been tied. Connor Enright evening things up with 3.1 seconds remaining here in regulation when he put up a scoop layup with the right hand, and a goaltending violation was called on Marquette. This happening moments after the Golden Eagles briefly took a 2-point lead after Chase Ross hit a wide open 3 from the right side.
Connor Enright and Cam Jones for the Golden Eagles, both bordering on a double-double because of points and assists. Connor Enright and Cam Jones with 9 assists apiece in this game. Again, Cam Jones, 9 assists, no turnovers, 17 points. Connor Enright, that big layup there to put it in the overtime, he also has 9 assists, but he does have 6 turnovers. DePaul with 13 turnovers for the game. Again, Marquette, the leader in the country in fewest turnovers per game, with only about 9 turnovers a game, has 5 turnovers only in the whole game, 16 assists to 5 turnovers. Demons 16 assists to 13 turnovers.
67 all. DePaul and 7th-ranked Marquette. Benson and Gold will jump tip to begin overtime. Lamar Simpson, the lead official, talking to the 2 big men. Dribbles the ball a couple of times. Now throws it up in the air, and Marquette controls the tip, moving from right to left from our vantage point, right near the DePaul bench here at Wintrust Arena.
Back in that zone still.
Overtime underway. Game number 136 all-time between DePaul and Marquette. 67 all. Cam Jones has it left corner. Throws up high to Joplin for 3, and he knocks it down. So the Golden Eagles strike first here in the extra session. A 70-67 lead over DePaul. 30 seconds gone by here in OT.
This is the same thing that happened to him against Seton Hall. All of a sudden, Seton Hall got hot from the perimeter.
Jacob Meyer has the ball off to the left of the Blue Demons. Checked by Joplin. Tries to spin away. Can't do it. Fears off to the right. Shovel toss to Miko. Back to Meyer. Right corner. 10 to shoot for the Blue Demons. Meyer dribbles to the free throw line. Lost the ball. Taken away by Gold. Lead feed. Ross working on D'Amico. Now a bounce to the right. Joplin has it, but doesn't shoot it. Dribbles to the corner. So Marquette now will reset as the Demons get back on defense. 1 minute gone by here in overtime number 1. Marquette 70, DePaul 67. Cam Jones throws it up high to Joplin. Now he'll launch for 3 and knock it down. Marquette goes up 73-67 over DePaul. 3:44 to go here in overtime. Demons have yet to score in the extra session. Meyer drives inside the paint. No look pass. Benson driving and dunking it home with both hands from the left baseline.
We need a defense. Joplin now with 28 points. He's made 7 out of 12 3-pointers and set his record with 8 against the Demons earlier. So
3:20 remaining in overtime. Marquette 73, DePaul 69. Cam Jones with the ball left corner. Checked by D'Amico. Jones dribbles up top. Now at the free throw line. Shovel toss behind him. Joplin another 3 on the way. Back rim, no. Rebound, gun, whistle, foul. It's on Marquette.
Demons going to walk down, shoot some free throws so they got a chance to cut it back to a 1-possession game. 4th foul on Stevie Mitchell now. Jacob Meyer also playing with 4 fouls for the Demons.
So Meyer sits, Layden Blocker back in. 3:05 remaining here in overtime. 7th-ranked Marquette on top of DePaul, 73-69. And C.J. Gunn heads to the line for the first of a 1-and-1. Gunn on the season, a 74% free throw shooter. This is his first trip to the strike tonight. He leads DePaul with 19 points. And he missed the free throw. Back rim, no. Rebound, Joplin, Marquette ball. Cam Jones, right to left across the line for the Golden Eagles. Veers off to the left. Under 3 minutes to go here in overtime. Marquette 73, DePaul 69. Jones at the free throw line. Tackle pass off to the right. Joplin's got it in 3-point territory. Checked by Enright. Joplin dribbles to the right, gives to Jones behind the arc. 10 to shoot for the Golden Eagles. Left side Ross. A 3 on the way. And air ball caught by Mitchell. Reverse layup. He puts it home. 75-69. Marquette with the lead. 2.5 minutes remaining in overtime. Enright across the line, and he calls time. It's the final one for the Blue Demons here in overtime.
Yep, we got 1 extra timeout. They had used them all up in regulation. Each team gets 1 timeout in the overtime. DePaul, as you say, Zach, just took their only timeout. So the last 2 minutes, 27 seconds, they'll be playing without a timeout. So whatever coaching happens would have to happen from the sidelines as they're running up and down.
All right, so the Demons are down 6 with 2:27 remaining here in overtime. DePaul, most of this season, has been a terrific 3-point shooting team. Demons have struggled from behind the arc tonight, 8 of 27. What are you looking for to get yourself a good look here?
I think just execute. They've got 25 seconds. They've got plenty of time in this game. It's only a 6-point game with 2:27 to go. So I don't feel that they should be pressured that they have to score quickly. They just need a good shot. I'm partial to them getting the ball into Jacob Meyer. Jacob Meyer's got a knack for scoring. C.J. Gunn obviously having his third straight good game. He came out 21 points at Seton Hall, 16 points in last game against Xavier, and now 19 points. He just stepped up to the line and missed those two, the front end of a 1-and-1 that would have put it back to a one-possession game. But right now, I would go either C.J. Gunn or Jacob Meyer for not necessarily a three, but just a good shot and then get on the boards.
Marquette has outscored DePaul 8-2 since this overtime session began. The Golden Eagles leading the Blue Demons 75-69. Marquette 3 of 5 from the field in the extra session, including 2 3-pointers. The Blue Demons 1 of 1 from the field here in OT, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Blue Demons will have 25 to shoot when they put it in play. Again, 2:27 remaining in overtime. 7th-ranked Marquette 75, DePaul 69. Blue Demons trying to win their first Big East game in 727 days. C.J. Gunn will trigger in the front court along the right sideline in front of us. Gunn gets the ball from the official. Bert Smith holds it waist high and throws a chest pass now to Connor Enright near the midcourt stripe straight away.
Marquette in the zone now.
Blocker has it off to the left. A bounce pass, left elbow, D'Amico. Now to Gunn for 3. From the left side, no good. Weak side rebound taken down by Chase Ross. 2:10 remaining. 2:10 remaining in the game. Marquette 75, DePaul 69. Cam Jones with a basketball into the front court down the left sideline. Uses a Joplin screen, dribbles toward the corner. Now spins to the top of the key, whips a pass left of the lane. It's Ross. Joplin up top, 10 to shoot. Ross left side, back to Joplin, head of the key. Holds the ball over his head, checked by Enright. Now to Jones, a 3 on the way. That's no good from the head of the key. Enright flying in for the rebound, and he stepped out of bounds after grabbing the ball. Oh, man. 1:42 to go here in overtime. 7th-ranked Marquette 75, DePaul 69. And Golden Eagle basketball. Rivera now checks in for the Blue Demons. Benson will sit as the Demons go extremely small. The only big man in there is the forward, Troy D'Amico. Ben Gold has it left corner. Joplin 3-point range to the left, checked by Blocker. Joplin shakes the shoulders, gives to Mitchell between the rings. Mitchell veers off to the right. Spins by Gunn, driving right, stops along the baseline, pushes Enright out of the way. Floater up, shot, no. Fight for the rebound. Mitchell has it. Put back, goes down with the left hand.
Stevie Mitchell with another big bucket there. He picked up the other loose ball off the missed shot before and now put it back in.
77-69. The Marquette lead over DePaul as Enright is fouled in the front court.
That's going to stop the clock and put the Demons at the free throw line. We've got to knock down these free throws that are becoming important, obviously, at this point in the game.
Mitchell committed the foul. That's his 5th. So Mitchell fouls out, and Shaka Smart has 30 seconds to make a substitution, so he's going to use this as an extra timeout. So will the Blue Demons. Boy, DePaul on a scoring drought of 2 minutes and 19 seconds. 1:15 remaining here in OT. Marquette 77, DePaul 69.
Put Layden Blocker back in here now. You look at who's on the floor. Isaiah Rivera, C.J. Gunn, the 3-point shooters right now. I'm still looking at having Jacob Meyer out there, but they need a bucket quickly.
So Connor Enright at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Demons with no timeouts, so make or miss, they're playing this out with the clock running.
Enright with 11 points and 9 assists. He's 2 of 2 at the free throw line tonight. Enright bends the knee, snaps the right wrist, missed the free throw, back rim no. Joplin the rebound for Marquette. 1:10 to go. The 7th-ranked Golden Eagles 77, Blue Demons 69. Pass far sideline, knocked out of bounds by Troy D'Amico. It remains Marquette ball with 22 to shoot. 1 minute and 6 seconds to go. Marquette up 77-69. Jones will put it in play in the front court along the right sideline. Gets the ball from the official Tommy Morrissey. Holds it chest high, waits for a cutter. Loops a pass up high to Gold. Spins by D'Amico. Shovel toss Jones off to the right. Now between the rings, it's Joplin. And a foul's been called on Gunn.
He needed the foul there with time running out. It's going to put Marquette at the free throw line.
For a 1-and-1. That's the 8th team foul on the Blue Demons. Gunn whistled for the personal.
Demons have missed the front end of a one-on-one twice here in overtime. We're going to need Joplin to miss this one.
But he's number 2 in the Big East in free throw shooting
3
entering
for
play.
7. 3 for 7 today.
Came in as an 89% free throw shooter, but you mentioned it. 3 of 7 at the stripe tonight. Joplin with 28 points. Bends the knees. And snaps the right wrist. Hits the free throw. Hit every part of the rim and dropped in. They'll get one more. Marquette now up 78-69 with 1:02 remaining here in overtime.
Remember, we have no timeout, so inbound it and go.
Demons have not scored in the last 2 minutes and 32 seconds of this extra session. David Joplin, senior forward, puts up the free throw and puts it in. 10-point game. Marquette with the lead. 1:02 to go here in overtime. Clayton Blocker with the ball for the Blue Demons down the right sideline. Blocker dribbles to the corner. Demons wasting a lot of time here. Now across the paint, kick out left side. Rivera, high arcing three, goes down! 79-72 the score. Marquette with the lead, 49 seconds remaining. Joplin gives the ball, far sideline, Ross, and he's fouled. So Ross will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
He's made 3 out of 4 tonight. Ross is a 78% free throw shooter on the season. 3 out of 4 tonight.
Ross, a 6'5" junior guard from Dallas who averages about 11 points per game. He's got 10 here tonight.
He's still a 1-and-1.
Ross, a left-hander, puts up the first, hits it. He'll get one more. 80-72 the score. Marquette on top, 45.8 seconds remaining here in overtime. Man, this would be
our third, if we don't pull this one out, our third overtime loss in conference play.
Ross misses the second free throw. Demons come up with a rebound across the line. 42 seconds remaining is Blocker. Bounce pass free throw line. Blocker now off to the left. Dunking it home with both hands is C.J. Gunn. 80-74 the score. Marquette with the lead. 37.2 seconds remaining in overtime. Ross bounces underneath the basket, and he's fouled. I should say Norman bounced it to Ross. Ross got fouled, and he's going to the line to shoot 2. It's now double bonus.
C.J. Gunn picks up that foul. That should be his third foul. Stops the clock. Obviously, 6 point difference here as Marquette strolls down to the free throw line. It's a 10th team foul now on the Demons, so he's going to get 2 shots here.
Chase Ross is 4 of 6 from the stripe tonight. C.J. Gunn with another huge game for the Blue Demons. 21 points tonight, the Indiana transfer. Ross puts up the first, knocks it in. 81-74. Marquette with the lead. 36.7 seconds remaining in overtime. Demons out of timeouts. The second free throw by Ross is good. 82-74. 33 seconds remaining here in overtime. Blocker head of the key for the Blue Demons. Gives left side. Rivera for 3. It goes down again! 82-77. Marquette on top. 28 seconds remaining here in OT. Norman a trigger in. Roaming baseline. Feeds Ross far corner. He's fouled again. This time Rivera commits it.
Marquette keeps stepping up the line, knocking down those free throws. It's going to be tough to catch, but it's the only option the Demons have right now. Even if they can trade 2 free throws for 3-pointers, they're going to run out of time here with 26 seconds to go. They're going to need to – they almost came up with a steal there, but they're going to need Marquette to miss some of these free throws.
Marquette, a 61% free throw shooting team tonight, 11 of 18 at the line. Ross, 6 of 8 at the stripe. He's back there now. Left-handed guard from Dallas puts up the first, hits it 83-77 the score. Marquette with the lead. 26.5 seconds remaining here in overtime. Chase Ross puts up the second free throw and puts it in. He's been money here in OT. Marquette 84, DePaul 77. 26 seconds to go here in the extra session. Layden Blocker has it off to the right in three-point territory. Hesitation dribble, driving on goal. Fall-away jump shot from the right baseline, no. Fight for the rebound, held ball, possession arrow pointing DePaul's way as Rivera and Gold were fighting for it.
Good job. Isaiah Rivera's knocked down a couple big threes. Fighting there for the offensive board, kept it alive. Is going to go back to the Demons.
Rivera with 14 points tonight. Connor Enright to trigger in front court baseline left for the Demons. In the corner, Rivera puts up a three, hits it from the left side. Another rainbow. It's a 4-point game, Dave, with 13.4 seconds remaining here in OT. Trey Norman to trigger in. Gunn hounding him. Norman has to put it in play, and he calls time. The final one for Marquette tonight. .4 seconds remaining here in overtime.
The Marquette Golden Eagles at the end of the regulation had made 6 out of 12 free throws. Obviously, 50% free throw shooting in the game going into the overtime period. In the overtime period, they made 7 out of 8, and that's been the difference. DePaul missed the front end of a couple 1-and-1s that they'd like to have those points back on the board. Marquette has knocked down free throws. DePaul has missed free throws. Both of them made some big threes here. Difference has been at the free throw line in overtime.
Again, 13.4 seconds remaining here in OT. 7th-ranked Marquette 84, DePaul 80. Marquette ball. Golden Eagles have to go the full length of the floor. Let's see who puts it in play now. Chase Ross will be the new triggerman. And now Marquette has all 5 players standing along the baseline. So there's not a single Golden Eagle on the court. Everyone is out of bounds. And now they split up. Ross triggers in. He feeds Cam Young. Pass to the near sideline. Knocked out of bounds. Who touched it last?
That's going to go back to the Demons.
So Marquette tried some funny business. The Blue Demons were not fooled. And now the Demons get the ball back.
9.5 seconds to go. Down by 4.
Marquette 84, DePaul 80. Connor Enright will put it in play in the front court along the right sideline. And a quick substitution by the Blue Demons. Chris Holtman sits down, Layden Blocker. And DePaul's leading scorer this season, Jacob Meyer, back in the game. Enright will trigger in. 9.5 seconds remaining in overtime. Demons down by 4. Enright holds the ball. Chest high. Gives to Rivera. Top of the key. 3. Good again! Demons down by 1. 7 seconds remaining in overtime. Marquette 84. DePaul 83. Norman a trigger in. Marquette out of timeouts. Far corner pass to Cam Jones, and he's fouled immediately.
Connor Enright almost knocked that ball loose and would have went back to the Demons. Unbelievable.
.5 seconds remaining.
Well, the Demons have no
5.5
timeouts.
seconds remaining here in overtime. Neither team has a timeout remaining. At the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Cam Jones. Marquette 84, DePaul 83. Jones tonight with 17 points. He's 0 for 1 at the free throw line and misses the first.
Not even close.
5.5 seconds remaining. Demons are going to have a chance here. Marquette 84, DePaul 83. Cam Jones bends the knees, flicks the left wrist, and hits the free throw. 2-point game here in overtime. 5.5 seconds remaining. Marquette 85, DePaul 83. Jacob Meyer across the line, down the left sideline. He dribbles the ball. It rolls out of bounds. Last touch, Blue Demons. Marquette ball, 0.8 of a second remaining. Another unforced error. Now the officials call time. Bert Smith and Tommy Morrissey are talking it over on the far sideline. They call over the lead official, Lamar Simpson. And now Lamar Simpson and Bert Smith will head to the replay monitor to take a look. So as of right now, 0.8 of a second remaining. Marquette 85, DePaul 83. And at this particular time, are they checking to see who the ball went off of, or are they checking the time on the clock?
I think both, probably.
Unbelievable drama here at Wintrust Arena. The Blue Demons are down by 2 here in overtime.
0.8 seconds to go. Unless they get the ball back here, obviously time will expire. If the Marquette can just throw the ball inbounds, they will be in good shape.
Dave, are you able to take a look at the replay
Yeah, I am.
monitor?
I'm looking at it right here.
It's Lamar Simpson and Bert Smith.
That's going to be another one that's too close to really reverse, I think.
Lamar Simpson using that electronic toggle, moving it in a clockwise motion. He continues to take a look at the play that you're looking at on your monitor, off to your right.
Certainly could have been a foul call on that, but
And we wait for official word from Lamar Simpson and Bert Smith as they continue to look at the replay monitor. They have yet to come up with a resolution here.
the more I watched that, the more it looked like it was a foul. And
Yeah, but they're not going to call the
no,
foul.
they won't call the foul, but I'm saying they could have called the foul. Ben Gold moving on that defensive slide there. He pushed Jacob Meyer out of bounds. They won't call a foul, but let's see which way they go with this.
And we're still waiting for the officials to stop looking at the replay monitor. They continue to check it. As of right now, 0.8 of a second remaining in overtime. Marquette 85, DePaul 83. The officials are checking to see Jacob Meyer was dribbling along the far sideline in the front court, dribbled off his foot.
Right
And
there,
here we
you
go.
can see it. Did it hit his foot? Can't tell if it did a ball move.
And it'll be Marquette ball. The officials have made up their minds after looking at the replay monitor. 1.1 seconds remaining here in overtime. Demons had an opportunity for a potential last-second shot to tie
Isaiah
or
Rivera
win.
with 20 points there. He came in overtime and knocked down threes.
But the Demons turned it over, and now Chase Ross will put it in play. He feeds Joplin, who's immediately fouled in the far corner in the backcourt. 0.6 of a second remaining. And Joplin will go to the line to shoot 2.
I'm Joplin. I missed these. At least the second one I would miss. Not that it's going to make a difference. Next down the first. Well, next down the first makes it a 3-point game. Now you might as well try to make the second and put it out of reach. But Demons aren't going to have much time left with 0.6 seconds to go.
And that's 2 unforced errors that will haunt the Blue Demons tonight. Connor Enright with the backcourt violation, and Jacob Meyer dribbling the ball off his body out of bounds along the far sideline in the front court. David Joplin puts up the first free throw. Back rim, no. These are plays that are practiced. So the Demons will have a chance of 0.6 of a second remaining. You can get a shot off.
Pretty tough to go full court and get a shot off. They're going to have to catch it and toss it.
Unless Joplin misses here.
I think you should miss it. 0.6. They have no timeouts anyway. Make or miss. Demons are in trouble with 0.6 seconds to go here.
Joplin bends the knees, flicks the right wrist, missed the free throw, rebound to Miko. His heave is an air ball, and the Blue Demons lose another heartbreaking Big East game as Marquette rallies to win in overtime, 85-83. DePaul has dropped 39 consecutive Big East regular season games.
I don't know how much disappointment this team can stomach. Again, 3 overtime losses. We talk about this long losing streak, but 3 of the losses this year out of the 7 have been in overtime. They have had the lead late in every one of those games. This game, back and forth the whole way. The other games, Seton Hall and Providence, they had pretty good leads and let those leads slip away. Providence, Seton Hall both win in overtime. This one went back and forth. Number of lead changes, at least 12, 13 lead changes. And Marquette ends up winning this game by 2 points. Time running out on the Demons. Last-ditch effort to come back and either tie or win this game. And they did a great job. Connor Enright with a double-double, 11 points and 11 assists. Unfortunately, 7 turnovers. C.J. Gunn with 21 points. And Isaiah Rivera, who has been struggling against the better teams, comes up with 20 and was just raining threes in overtime there that kept DePaul in that game, but it was too little too late for the Blue Demons, and they let Marquette get away with a victory.
DePaul had some great opportunities to upset the 7th-ranked team in the country. But Marquette making some big plays late, and the Blue Demons making some big mistakes at the tail end of regulation and the tail end of overtime. And Marquette wins it 85-83. Golden Eagles now 6-0 in Big East play this season, 15-2 overall. Blue Demons fall to 9-9, 0-7 in league action this year.
And again, we have lost a number of games in a row, but I don't know how close you can get and come away empty over and over again. There's got to be a lot of resilience in this team to keep fighting back the way they have. They play hard. They take it right down to the final shot and just haven't been able to come up with a victory, but they have done everything but in this year with 3 overtime losses. Obviously, those could all be wins, and they would be sitting in a much better place than they are now, but just not able to get it done once again. And see if we get a chance to talk to Coach Holtman and find out what his thoughts are. And then also curious to see how these guys continue to respond to this Blue Demon team that keeps fighting.
These mistakes, these unforced errors that get made late. I mean, you can tell that even though every player on DePaul is new, they weren't part of this streak when it started. Every player is new this season, but you can tell that it's clearly impacting them late in these tight ball games. The overwhelming pressure of trying to end the streak. You can just sense it as hard as the Blue Demons have played. And they've been in a lot of these games. I mean, this is one of the best teams in the country. You're talking about a top 10 team in Marquette. Rolling. Marquette was rolling. 5 straight wins coming in. And the Blue Demons gave them a real fight tonight. And you can make a case some of those unforced errors late ultimately cost the Demons more than Marquette did.
Well, you can certainly make a case for that the unforced errors down the stretch. That's what Marquette lives on, though, is the plus 7.3 turnover margin in games. It was more than that tonight. They played this whole game, an intense basketball game with 6 turnovers for the whole game. They had, at the half, I think it was 4 turnovers, so they went down the stretch here. They did not beat themselves. They had 3 turnovers at the half. They ended up with 6 after the overtime period. So they take care of the ball. They didn't make any mistakes. You talk about, Zach, the mistakes that the Demons made down the stretch. 16 turnovers for the Blue Demons. Marquette with 18 points off of turnovers. DePaul with only 10. And it was those turnovers ultimately that cost them the game. Connor Enright with a double-double, 11 points, 11 assists. But unfortunately, 7 turnovers to go with those 11 assists. And it's going to be I'm sure that he's as upset about anyone as far as those mistakes he made down the stretch. That turnover at the end by Jacob Meyer, there was only 6 seconds to go in the game, and they had to take it full court. He inbounded the ball. They threw it back to him, and he took off in a streak. That's the same type of play that they had when they went into overtime against Southern Indiana early in the year. This time, Jacob Meyer not able to find space to take that 3-point shot to tie it or win it. They would have won it.
Yeah, they would have won it. And Dave, Blue Demons shot 52% tonight from the field.
Look at the overtime. 6 out of 8, 4 out of 5 from 3-pointers, and you go into overtime and you still lose. In 5 minutes overtime, outscored 18-16. Some of that was putting them in the line with intentional fouls, but Demons shot the ball well.
Yep, Demons outshot Marquette from the field, from 3-point territory, and at the free throw line. The big difference was Marquette went to the line 24 times, as you mentioned, a lot of that to try and extend the game by DePaul. Blue Demons went to the line 8 times tonight, and you kind of know that going in when you're taking on a top 10 team that something like that's going to happen. But man, oh man, you put up those numbers and you think you're in excellent position to win. But unfortunately, the Blue Demons come up with another heartbreaking loss and fall to 500 now, 9-9, as the Blue Demons are now 1-3 in overtime games this